just, oh yeah, that shit. That's
Yeah,
pretty-
Sunday I'm free all day. I don't work, don't do anything, don't play game, just do nothing all Sunday. So we'll figure out a time, and we'll go do something.
Yeah.
There are so many sounds playing. Every time I click a button, more sounds play. I
Oh,
can't hear myself.
Hi. Sorry.
Hello.
no worries. Well,
What?
I'm still
What is
like
happening?
I kind of like the delay because I'm still eating my food. But
Oh yeah, sorry I was late. I was making short rib, and short rib just needs time in the oven.
you were the least late. Everyone yell at Marana.
Rana.
But it's okay because my hello got here later than I thought. So still eating, but
Yeah, I'm having to. I actually forgot I need to update my character thing because of the change that you told.
yeah, you're a cheater. Yeah,
I
true.
need to throw this in here. Not cheating. You're breaking the game. You're cheating. You're diverging from Raw. You're the cheater. I'm just allowing
We're all
it.
cheating.
I'm okay with it. I agree. It's kind of a little dumb.
First of all, we can all agree on a global basis that magic resistance for a racial feat is dumb, right?
Yeah, it's a little. I more have a problem with it on Yuan T because it's already super powerful,
Yuan T's
and
got
then
a
they
lot of
just have
strong things.
straight up immunity to a complete damage type, and also completely an immunity to a blast condition. That's like a little much.
100%.
Yeah.
UNT is worse, but
I feel like they just got
Yeah.
really lazy with Seder. We're like, we don't know what else to put on it, so like, I don't know, hey, magic
Yeah, but-
stuff.
you know,
I'm not buying any more wizard books.
Fair.
Like the content's just getting worse and worse as it goes on. I'm like, I don't want to support this. There are way better third-party sources right now.
100%.
Like magic items, I'll go to Griffin's Saddlebag. Fucking, I got Warriors Code. I got a shit ton of Warriors Codex stuff to run through. I got Helena's Guide to fucking monster hunting or whatever around the corner.
Basically, Wizard sucks. Everyone else who does it for freelance
People
does
who
it better.
actually play the game.
I think Wizards hits more than they miss, but when they miss fucking hard.
Yeah, I agree. That's
Accurate.
also how I feel about it.
That's fair. I can agree to that sense.
When they hit, they do hit hard though.
Now
They're
I can't
right.
tell you.
Oh,
I
something.
can't tell you guys too much about this thing that I have seen in the world of game design. But once
Oh.
in-person games become a thing again, the greatest physical battle map, like RPG game thing that exists, is going to be coming out in the next few years. I don't know exactly how many
It's
years it's
very
going to
vague.
take.
I mean, like,
I
a battle
know.
map or like a full system? A battle map, I'm
Pro-
assuming.
Battle map, like it's a physical battle, and it just is so fucking cool. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
You
But
all
it's like
heard
an
it here
auxiliary
first,
tool
folks.
that's,
You
like,
gotta
system
follow for
agnostic.
more of this information.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I will keep you all posted as. Yeah, so
$85 per month,
the
taking more
person who
information.
invented the I can't give any
We are
specifics
streaming.
about it
Watch your
because it's
shit.
proprietary. But the person who came up with the idea is friends with my dad, and so he, and he's been trying to pitch it around to different companies, seeing if he could find somebody who would publish it. So he may end up going the like Kickstarter self-publishing route. But anyway, he wanted our input on it to see if there's anything that could be improved, and legitimately, no. It just is so beautiful and so cool.
Is it like a? I mean, I guess
It's like nothing you've ever seen.
I have a more important question than all
Say
that.
what you
Why am
can,
I
because
green on my webcam?
You're not on.
You're not
We
on.
can't
don't
see
even
you at
see
I
all.
know I'm not on your webcam, but like my preview for my webcam, I'm green. I'll turn it on. I'll turn it on. You all experience the joy that is
How
me as
green?
green.
Because you're envious?
I'm pretty
Of
green.
us?
Also,
I'm pretty
wow,
green.
you are-
Whoa.
You've been
I'm
spending.
fairly green, like not a disappearing in the background. Get me back
you
in.
become Oog. You're an ogre.
An ogre.
You're
I'm a
an
little too
ogre.
green. I'm a little too green.
No, you're Shrek.
I
Color
disappear when I
balance
turn.
is just like a little off.
Yeah.
A little
I
off.
feel-
A
I think,
little off.
I
You
think
and
the
Kermit
color
would have a
change
lot to talk about.
is going kind of wild.
That's odd. That's odd. That's very odd, don't you think?
Try to do it without the XSplit.
No. But
No.
I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna restart XSplit. But that is nonetheless odd, I would say.
Oh yeah. Mook.
Yes, sir.
I've noticed that Discord now has
Sucks.
the background chroma keying stuff.
It does.
How do you feel about that?
That means I'm gonna go out of business. Sad. Unless it's not as good, because we offer a quality product and good customer service.
Hold
I mean,
on.
look at Mook.
What?
He looks like he's behind. a
Are
green
you in
screen.
like something else now? Is Mook double dipping in like the pet insurance business and the RGB lighting business? A
I've
little
always
shiesty?
been a shill for XSplit. XSplit.
Uh-huh. Okay. You know, I tried it and I liked it, but I didn't want to pay for it, so
Yeah, but it's use it with the watermark. Duh. Advertising free.
yeah, but then like there's a watermark and like they didn't give it to me for free, you know, they're not sponsoring me, so I don't wanna where would it be? Right here? No, that's where my water thing goes, not my XSplit sponsorship.
Also, you're backwards
That-
today.
That's you. That's
I
your
will say, Zeke,
watermark.
you are reversed. How dare you?
Oh, let me
You
fix
are
it.
Took me out.
reversed. What happened?
I like to
Why am I
mix it
still
up.
green?
XSplit wouldn't have
Oog
those
is
problems.
green. Zeke
XSplit
is
does have those
reversed.
problems. The
I'm
green.
still green.
I don't understand.
Yeah, honestly, I'm seeing you in a new light. This is interesting.
Hang on, let me just.
Quite literally. Ha
Yeah,
ha
there we
ha.
go. Better?
Hey, Marana.
I'm green.
Hello.
It's not easy being green. Oh, it goes yellow if I tilt it a different way. I don't mind being piss colored.
Ah. Golden pissy trees as far as the eye can pee.
As DM should be.
Look, replug.
Would you like to enter my magical
Oh.
realm?
I know exactly what you're referencing.
I have no idea what he's
I know
I'm
exactly-
not
I am
Stop
lost.
seeing finishes into the game.
I'm not
I'll-
green anymore. Good news.
I'll find the Piss Wizard comic and upload it. It's worth. It's really funny.
Oh man, 1d4 chan, never change.
I'm not green. Good news.
Golden pissy trees as far.
To cross the bridge, it must pee into his mouth until he is. Oh, I got
I'm sorry, what now?
here. I'm posting.
There's a second page too. I'll get that one.
Oh, there. So that might be bigger. It's
That's the second page. You got it.
no, that I just posted the same thing twice.
Oh wait, here.
If people want to see me DMs, I swear to God. Looking good.
I am the wizard.
The wizard. Have made the piss force you see before you. Dare you enter my magical realm? Well, is the magical realm, is the comic referencing the 4chan thing, or is the 4chan referencing this comic?
I think it's. Oh man.
Which
that's a
one's
good
the
question.
original?
Oh man.
Because
You know
the
what?
enter
You know
my
who would
magical
know?
realm is like a thing. I don't know if this comic
You
is,
know who
is
wouldn't
the
care?
reference or is
Me.
making the reference.
1d4 chan would be would know.
I don't go there.
Oh, fool's gone.
Not since the incident.
Rip
Well,
in peace.
1d4 chan's only a forum boards at least. It's only an archive of the good shit.
It's a gateway drug.
It's
True.
it's true. But that's where legendary stories like Poon Poon, Muscle Wizard originate. What ho, mighty
Munchkin.
adventurer!
Opal needs to come back so we start the game.
Shan't
Alright,
you
went.
cast us a spell? Yes. I
What
can
if we
fix
all yell Opal really loud? Maybe they don't come back.
it. He's right there.
No, he's not.
Whoa.
Oh, he is right there. You're right. You're 100% accurate.
I thought we were all going to
What
do
is
it.
wrong with you? Fuck off! Oh my god!
100%
You're supposed to have
accurate.
like a deep voice. That was like this tinny, piercing
I'm
knife skull.
playing a child
Fuck.
with a gun.
guys.
Wait, that's his me.
It worked. We returned Opal.
You're from
Huh?
the dead.
Oh, boy.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Get back in the game so we start. I
I'm in the game.
Oh,
mean,
shit,
like,
nice.
in my face.
Am I here?
No, I mean, you were not on webcam. For a minute, I thought you were AFK.
Oh, I think I had just. I think I had gone down to like
Yeah,
here
you
to
were
read
too low.
the comic,
You were lower
which I
than that.
regretted, by the way.
You were way lower.
Okay, recap.
Anyways, recap time. Let's get into the game.
We entered the piss tree.
Recap. So we began the session quoting "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" for like a solid minute and 36 seconds. I timed it. And then Resta was adamantly pressing to snort the tear dust to Zekian and Allegro for exactly 34 seconds straight, while Opal confronts Neffy about his impromptu disarticulation, which largely goes nowhere apart from power good, pain temporary.
Hang on, time out. What was that name?
What?
What was that name one more time? Just roll
What
it
name?
back. That proper noun you just used?
Neffy?
Allegro? Our Brother, Where Art Thou?
No, the one after that.
Disarticulation?
Proper noun? Proper noun?
What do you
I heard a
Neffy?
Remember.
Neffy
impromptu
or a
disarticulation?
Neffy.
Yeah, I called him
Neffy was
Neffy.
Nephthys.
That's my guy. Dude,
Sounds an awful lot like
I
Neffy.
held his arm in a brazier and then slipped a symbiote onto him. He's Neffy to me now. We're like this.
I mean, I might as well have, we might as well fuck. That cut off his arm.
What that
You
arm
use
did.
that arm for other things.
anyways,
What that arm
moving on. The Opal confronting Nephthys doesn't really go anywhere except for power good, pain temporary, which is a hard point to argue against in a role-playing game. We then discuss amongst ourselves what kind of objects we could have inserted into the hand slot for another 1 minute and 12 seconds instead of his arm, which also went nowhere as expected, aside from Allegro revealing that he might be Count Strahd von Zarovich in disguise. And then us discussing the difference between unsucking and blowing, and then exploring the idea of, can vampires blow their teeth like a nose? And that went on for like
That's
a
a good
while. That was
recap.
You are
This is the
hitting the
majority.
highlights. This is
I
spectacular.
only cover the highlights. Then in the actual game, Allegro reveals more information about where he's from, which is Galarian apparently. That he was sent to this realm by Desna or something, and he seemed very vague about it on purpose. And he talked about his experience with vampires in his realm and the potential differences between Galarian vampires and Agravarian vampires.
Racist the way you said that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if to call them Agravar vampires.
Agrabah?
Oogpires. After being prompted by the party about ways to fix Neff's kid. There was allusions to the possibility of piecing a soul back together after it's been destroyed, such as in her case. More drama ensued, much to Marana's chagrin, which seems to be a recurring theme between her and Samaras. And it revealed Samaras' devotion to Abadar. Apparently she's an Abadar person. And her intention to re-kill herself come tomorrow. Some inconsequential RP happened, and then eventually her and Nephthys had a dramatic scene alone in the crypts, involving talking with the dead, specifically the skull of his dead wife that he keeps in his fanny pack. Nephthys tells Samaras that while he hopes that she decides to stay and work towards the reclamation of her repair of her soul, he respects a decision in the final hour, whatever it may be. Tears were shed in and out of game. Mook was like leaking. And then hero points are distributed appropriately, which I'm pretty sure the DM gave himself one too, based on how the next thing happened.
I did deserve it.
Then the party left, and we met up with the contact of the party. It seems like it was Opal's contact in specific, from the vibe I was getting. which was a dwarvish guide through the woods that are north of Ormsdalr. I don't remember the name of the woods. We
Viridescent
accepted their
Expanse.
help. What?
Viridescent Expanse.
Yeah, sure, that one. The ones that are this way from Ormsdalr. Nailed it. Viridescent Expanse. We accept their help, and we skipped any opportunity to rest because of our time constraints. See, I got you there. And then we go barreling through the woods at top speed. The party catches sight of a blue creature descending from the sky towards them, and we attempt to hide with a whole bunch of magic, like pass without trace, and we use darkness spells for distractions. It landed. It was a young blue dragon, if I remember right. And none of our magic seemed to hide us or be effective in any capacity, which points to this creature having some way of tracking us, like, directly. Combat ensued, which was almost thwarted by Nefsis, because he disguised himself as the Vampire Herald, and demanded that the dragon stop wasting time and fuck off and check somewhere else.
Time out.
Some meta happened.
Time
What?
out.
What?
Not about that. I was saying earlier. Did I give you all hero points? Did I say I was gonna do that? Is this something I
That
said
was
I
the
was gonna
session
do?
before.
Shut up,
Yeah,
stupid.
that was session.
Well, don't be rude.
Okay, good. Okay, good. It wasn't this session though, right?
But Mook, you
I
did
think
give
you
Mook
gave
a hero
Mook
point
a
in
what?
specific for the crying roleplay.
No, someone nominated me, but Ook said no.
Did I say no?
That's weak. You totally gave yourself a hero point based on how this combat went. Absolutely. That dragon had a hero point. It said infinite lightning breath. That's hero
Well,
point.
I rolled a lot of 5s or 6s.
Uh,
RNG.
We fought a dragon?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's what this is. The dragon
And
landed in
a
front of us
dragon-
and just completely ignored Pass Without Trace and the Darkness spell and knew exactly where we were. So clearly you guys are being tracked somehow.
It was a herald.
Yeah, it
I
was a
will
hero.
say, this isn't the reason he found you, but Tardis, you make a big globe of like not light, kind of easy to see from
No,
the
she
air.
did that way away from us
Not true.
in completely different direction as a distraction to do exactly what you were just about to say,
Well,
to make him
Good
go
thing-
to that and fuck
good
off.
thing I prefaced that with that. It's not the reason.
True.
So then,
The
Meta
dragon
happened.
probably has true sight.
And the dragon saw through the skies shortly before obliterating Marana and half of the forest with infinitely recharging lightning breath. The party
Cool.
continued to fight while seeking disengage and went to Marana's side, finding her dead on the spot. She was dead. With some hero points and some lucky dice rolls, a demand was made of Desna to save Marana, who is recently found to be a new member of her Chosen Ones or something, which resulted in a magic butterfly of Revivify, allowing Zeke, the other Desna person in the group, to bring her back to life. The dragon was killed, then killed Allegro after being killed, and then was killed again by Opal pulling some crazy anime Attack on Titan bullshit. And then Nefsis managed to bring Allegro back from the dead with his pocket diamonds, and the party continued with the guide, as if this hadn't happened. We took off the Herald's thing off of its face and stuck it to the ground as like a fuck you. And then we were led to an opening in the woods by the guide. Big opening has a bunch of giant dragonflies that were feeding on nectar of some sort, or honey. And then we were told that those are our way to Emberwell, these dragonflies. Then the guide fucked off into the wood and just kind of left us to deal with it. And that's, I think, where we pick up.
Correct. As we reappear in this wondrous grove with this large, crystal clear water surface before you, reflecting off of the various surfaces that are around it, you see the dragonflies kind of fluttering back and forth. They land on various flowers, sucking away the nectar, as well as, you know, I found
Unblowing.
out, eating a lot of insects and other creatures that I found out they're carnivorous between now and last session. But you know, they also like honey and nectar, so fuck you.
And they are definitely cannibals.
Sure. I did, you fucker.
Oh,
Not to any of you, but like mostly to Mookery, who was like, "Give me the point you didn't give me." I did give you that point, you stupid cunt. At any rate, you all stand here amongst yourselves as you see the various colorings of dragonflies, of vastly, you know, pretty much any color you can imagine, just fluttering back and forth. They're larger than a horse, and just eating insects, fluttering around. Seems to be a nest of some sort. But they don't seem hostile. To you, at least. Yet.
Can I nominate Marana to get a hero point for being obliterated in like round 1 and not getting to do anything, and then actually
Nope.
taking it like a champion?
That's good player behavior.
I like that. No, instead of like people who die round 1 and they lose their character throwing a fit, or like watching YouTube and fucking off.
You're
Marana
right.
was in it. I appreciate that.
That is good player behavior.
Just saying.
All she wants is death. What do you mean?
This is the end of her arc.
That's
She
Cordo
see all the
a lot.
details.
She
She
was so
does have-
tired. What do you mean?
The thing of self-harm happening frequently. Hit me! Seems to be Marana's
Stab me. Oh, you weren't
modus
here
Nico
for that.
operandi.
Nico attack.
Speaking of, you have yet to hit me.
Stab, the headbutt, there's been a lot.
Yeah.
What's my HP like?
You also
actually?
have drugs in your bag that you could do.
I don't think Resta got hurt.
Gross.
No, yep, I'm at 66 actually.
Yeah,
so
Resta
pretty good.
didn't get hurt. I think I like spent your hit dice to heal as much as I could, but I don't think she got hit in the combat.
Somehow
Pretty
my
slick.
HP is too high. I don't think I got hit in the combat either, but my max HP was up.
Oh, Resta,
Wow,
by
it
the way.
must
Oh,
be
that's
nice
why.
not to get hit during the
Ooh,
dragon
okay.
combat at all.
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
Zeke, Marana, and Allegro getting fucked up by the
I was
lightning breath
being
constantly.
targeted. The dragon hates me.
Did Ascad say that they liked honey, or is that something we knew?
They said what
She
you
said that because Zeke
I-
asked her.
Uh,
Zeke specifically asked her, and she said
Allegro,
honey.
sorry. Nexus. We'll look at Marana and be like, don't we still have that jar?
Yes.
Well, perfect time to use it. We can make some friends.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. That jar's finally going to be useful.
It was useful
It's
not
before.
right.
the vase, it's the jar.
You know,
I only
those-
make good purchases. Rest.
those horses we abandoned. They liked it, but hopefully we see them someday.
We have to go get those horses.
We probably should.
Where are the
And your
horses?
wagon.
We didn't tie them.
They're in the
down,
mirror wood.
so hopefully they escaped.
They're in their natural habitat.
Yeah, remember we had to leave the horses to walk
True.
backwards through the mirror maze.
Did you guys leave them tied to the wagon, or did you untie them?
We tied them to the. They were still tied to the wagon. I don't think. I think
Mhm.
no one released them.
Well,
Not that I can remember.
didn't we? No, we didn't rest there, did we?
We were
left-
no, we were
rested
going.
in the
We
mirror
were
wood.
Yeah.
we were
mirror.
yeah. We were making that place our camp, and we went into the mirror wood. So I mean,
Wait,
typically
wait,
you're
wait.
supposed to untie them from a cart if you're going to rest, because the horses don't sleep well being chained to 800
Wait, the
pounds.
horses aren't even in the mirror wood. They're like outside on the road.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
On the
around.
road.
Oh, they're
I
No,
mean-
no, no, no. No, we
They're
brought them
sit-
with us whenever we went to play cards with the guy.
Oh,
We took the
Sure, but
card
you
in
didn't,
with
you
us,
didn't
so,
bring
like,
them through the
he
mirror.
probably has them.
No,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
on the other side of the mirror. There was like some ruins around the mirror, and
Yeah,
that
so
is
they're there.
where and we
There's-
rested there, and that's where we would have tied up the horses.
That's where
they're
the horses
sapient
are.
creatures. They'll be fine.
Sure.
They've got like they can talk.
They're not normal
can-
horses, right? Yeah, they're like
No,
fey horses or some shit.
they're fey horses. They can talk.
Elder
Like, you can
steeds
make it-
or something.
You can make a mental connection with them, which we never did because we couldn't find the fucking time.
Correct.
I mean, we
So
had a lot of
chilling,
time.
man.
It was just wasted.
Being horse friends seems like the worst option at that time.
Anyways, the dragonflies flutter about, and as they do, you're all standing here. What you doing?
Can I hear them?
You can hear as the
Yeah.
noise of
Okay.
the-
Like probably loud as shit.
yeah, it's like droning.
I probably can't identify individual ones. It's just like a persistent droning sound that fades in and out depending on how close they get.
It's very late. Can we roll any like sort of nature check to see if they'll still maybe stay here in the morning?
Sure.
I can
Anyone
ask
who
him.
wants to run a nature check, or you could ask them.
Do you have to be proficient?
Nah. See if you know the habits of
That's a
dragonflies.
7.
You don't.
Treat you. Oh, damn. That was a
You
3.
don't.
Oh, damn.
Out of curiosity, I rolled a nature check last session. What was that for?
It was taking something of the dragon. We were trying to do something. You were dissecting it. It's something that Marana wanted to do.
All right.
I think you were helping me take the.
How's it
Yeah,
going?
no,
That
no.
was
the
it. Pulling
symbol off.
the herald shit off of its head to impale it on the ground. That was it.
Okay, a
Oh,
lot of you
wait.
guys have just seen a dragonfly for the first time.
We should
so...
bring them to our side. We don't know if they'll stay here
Wow,
overnight.
what is this thing?
Man, this shit's crazy.
We should
Like
get
I
our
said,
honey out to them now because we don't know if they'll stay here.
I can ask him if it works with frogs. It works
Oh.
with dragonflies, I'm sure.
Okay, talk to them.
All right, give me 10 minutes.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
I-
I'll do that too. And I'll sit beside you.
Can
I'm
I
so
lean down
tired.
to the pool and just try to cup some water and drink?
Sure. Tastes pure. Tastes clean.
Actually, I
Does
guess
it anger the
Zekian-
dragonflies?
No, I don't give a shit.
All right, cool.
While
Thank you.
Zekian's ritual casting speak with animals, I guess because I can do something, I guess, while it's going on. He's gonna try just to speak in Druidic to them. It seems like maybe something has some Druidic connections. He's gonna.
What do you say?
Do you understand me? In Druidic.
They're fluttering about. One hears your noise, looks at you for a second, turns around, flutters off.
Oh my
Give
god,
me
the
like
cat.
a barrel roll if you do. I don't know if you can do that.
No barrel rolls.
Yeah, okay.
What if I say the same? I guess I don't know what he said, but in Sylvan, I'll be like, "Hello."
Same effect.
All right.
Okay, well, he ritual casts for 10 minutes and whatever anyone does in that time.
Yeah, I'll be joining your ritual to cast my own ritual. Speak with animals.
While it's happening, can I borrow that jug of honey?
Yes. But I've
Cool.
already used it today.
Did you?
No. Here.
Oh. All right.
No, we technically did because Nepsis fed it to the horses.
That
I think
would.
that
Of
I
course.
think that was
Yesterday.
same day.
That, well, I'm
That
gonna
was
try
it.
to
Take
use
a
it
long
anyway.
rest in between.
You fed it to them before we left through the mirror?
Yeah.
I thought that would have been at the night, but anyway, I'm still
No,
gonna
while
try.
while we were fighting the big lightning guy.
We don't have horses.
When
Oh,
we did.
we took.
Well, no, didn't you guys rest after
We
that
rested.
beer fight?
It,
I think
yeah,
we did
yeah,
a,
we-
a short
we
rest.
fought
I don't think we
the
did a long rest.
We
I-
went
no, we
into
didn't
the
do a long
mirror.
rest.
We went into the mirror, got fucked up, and got kicked out of the mirror. Then we took a short rest and burned all of our hit dice to heal. And then we
we
came
took a short
back
rest
out of
in the mirror and
No,
got fucked up
well,
as we were
Yeah,
leaving.
yeah, yeah.
Right, but
What was the
before
beer
that,
fight?
the night before, we did take a long rest.
I thought
out
you did
on
too.
the other side of the mirror in the
I thought,
mirror wood.
yeah, I thought in the before after the beer fight, you guys got to the edge of the woods.
Yep.
You camped in the road area, and then
We,
went into
no,
the
we
woods.
can't.
Is that not
we
true?
can't.
No, no, no.
We
So
can't
here's
at the
okay.
mirror.
Here's
we
the,
came to the
so
mirror
here's what happened.
because
We went into the we went through the gate. We saw those little creatures that who, if you cut off their hair with whatever, the hair turns into whatever. Then we go through the gates. We fight the Behir. We continue down the path. We don't really know what we're doing. We try to figure it out, and one of us walks one side of the woods and comes out the other.
That's other.
Then we meet. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but Rumpelstiltskin basically wanted to play rollies, and then we continue. He led us to the mirror with the horses, where we took a long rest overnight
Outside the mirror, yeah.
outside of the mirror. Then
sounds
we
right.
went into the mirror, tried to get through, got fucked up, came out, and then took a short rest at the end, got fucked up again, finished our way through the mirror, and then we
straight into the
were
fight
in
and
the
then
cabin.
crit.
So we did have a long rest in between the
So-
last use of the
That means the jug is a charge.
Cool, sweet.
Nope.
I'm gonna reach in. I'm gonna. Okay, so I don't remember. I don't remember how the jar
You
works.
shake the jug and it fills with whatever you want.
Unless Marana needed to like rehydrate on mayonnaise after getting killed.
Wait, it fills with whatever I want.
Fills with
Alchemy
any.
jug, right?
It might also be any. It might. I can't remember. It might specifically be tuned. This might be.
I think
one
it's
that's
specific to
tuned
honey.
I think this was
It sure
actually
is.
specifically
I
tuned to honey.
believe this one. I believe this one is specifically only honey. This is an
Yeah.
alchemy jug that only creates
A
honey.
genius, genius play.
Definitely a
So,
recipe for it.
Like
Basically,
literal.
He's been
big
laying
brain.
the seeds for this since the first session.
Like session
Uh,
7.
so,
Whenever we got this.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are we now?
Opal
Session
shakes the jug.
32?
And we'll scoop out like a dollop and just like taste it to make sure it's good?
Hey, you're doing that. I don't want to interrupt the game, but weird, just real quick. Something I've been talking about the pregame, we'll continue talking about now, and it could theoretically affect this session. Let me just tell this real quick. I can see this campaign going on a few more sessions. That'd be getting to the end. There's also a theoretical possibility where we have like 2 more arcs, if you guys want to, which would be another 10 to 20 sessions. But it's up to
Hey,
you guys as a whole.
Why don't we think on it? See, I mean,
Think on it. Think on it until the end of the game. I want to put it up there, just like
See where
so
the narrative
it's out
leads us.
there. And we'll talk about more at the break. But yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, I'll take a little bit of honey and taste it. Sure, it's good honey, magical honey, and then I'll, kind of like hold out a little bit on just like the end. I guess these are gigantic.
Yeah, they're huge. These are
Creatures.
mounts.
Yeah. So I guess I will take a big scoop of honey in my palm and just kind of like.
It's got cat
Make
hair.
an animal handling check with advantage.
Sick.
That's the honey.
I'm really good at animals.
So wise.
I have a +7.
24. What's your favorite color? What's Opal's favorite color?
Opal does not understand the concept of
What's
color.
your favorite color?
Green.
Opal.
A green dragonfly.
Although
Flutters
if there's
down.
one that is opaline, I will definitely.
Too late. Green. As it flutters down to your area and just starts to like lick up the honey with its mandibles. It looks at you and it weirdly seems to be kind of used to being a mount as it presents itself to be ridden.
I will straddle it. I don't know exactly where. I'll just like I guess I'll if it lowers down to the ground, I can kind of like
It lands.
claw my way. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of check this out.
Hop on, and yeah, it's comfortable. It's semi-comfortable. You feel like if you had a saddle or something, it'd be better, but you're on it, and it takes off and starts to flutter around. I need to make another.
I have no idea where I'm going. I as soon as my feet leave the ground, I am lost. I am in nothingness.
What's happening? Make an animal handling check, strength or dexterity based, depending on what you want to do, to like try to maintain your grasp on the thing as it dashes around the area.
Okay, animal handling. So just a dexterity check, basically.
Yeah. Unless you're proficient, yeah.
Well, I'm proficient in. Okay, yeah. So I'll add +3 for being proficient. Right.
Yeah. If you're proficient in animal handling, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, normal or not advantage. Sure.
This is a dexterity or strength based animal handling check, so yeah.
Dexterity.
So
Yeah.
dexterity, yeah.
I got 17.
17, yeah, you're good. You're holding on. You all see as Opal just zips around the area with this dragonfly. Eventually, as it starts to calm down, it slows down as you're holding on, and you feel some control over it, though you don't know which way is which in this situation.
I'm gonna say to it just in common because I don't, and then probably Dorvish and then Sylvan again because I don't know whether it's gonna understand me in any of these languages. Just be like, okay, find the ground. You're my friends, please. Does anything happen?
It lowers down and splashes into the water as you kind of like press for it to go down.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna float here.
You just
Hey.
dive bombed a dragonfly into
Hey,
a pond.
It's like it's on the surface, just kind of like hovering.
What's up? What's the matter? What's
As
going
she
on?
talks,
Okay.
you can kind of pinpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
An
That's what I was
area.
trying to do, and then I start going over there because.
Marco.
All right.
And this is very Marco Polo.
And then I'll slow down and be like, all right, these things are cool. I'm gonna need a tether.
Oh, sure.
And I hand rest of the jar of honey as well, and I'm gonna basically just, if it's okay with it, I'm gonna just wrap a little rope around its tail.
I have a million questions,
alright,
but you know what? It's fine. I take honey and I like put my hand out to it. Oh,
Hey,
it's sticky.
Oh, with that one, like the one that he already has,
Uh,
or a new one.
to the one he already has.
Oh,
She already has.
Wait.
So that,
Resta, can we sit on the same dragonfly?
That might
Will
solve
we
a lot
both
of
fit
problems.
here?
Probably not.
maybe. I don't know.
You're both
Like a horse.
pretty small.
A horse can carry like 2 people. I'm like 120 pounds.
Yeah, but this is a creature that flies, and is a bug. How
big
heavy are you
bug.
guys? At the big bug. However you guys.
I'm
However
pretty
you pull.
small.
I feel like Marana is carrying more weight than the two of them put together.
Probably.
See, I weigh 17.3 pounds of carry weight,
I
and
can't.
let's
Oh,
see.
okay. Okay. I was gonna. I thought that meant your weight. Yeah.
Hollow bones.
I'm sure somewhere it has my actual weight. I just don't. Oh, there it is. 5'4", 145. I'm pretty stocky
Where is this fucking
for a
stupid
cat.
dragonfly?
A lot of muscle.
Chat dragonfly. Here we go. Its strength is. Does anyone have a strength of 12 by chance?
Like
I have a
almost
strength
double?
of 8.
A strength of 8? How many pounds can you carry?
Well, according to my inventory,
Without being encumbered.
Without being encumbered, I don't know. I'm at 17.3 and I'm fine.
Actually,
Uh,
5 times your strength score, you're encumbered. Yeah, so it's 5
Okay.
times your strength score. So, what's 5 times 12?
Well, I can carry 40 pounds. I don't know,
60,
60
but however, we do have the adjusted carry weight thing where we subtract 75 pounds from our weight.
So
I
the
don't know if
dragonflies would probably get that for the sake of
uh,
fairness to the dragonfly.
So the dragonfly is going
Nexus
to be
negative
encumbered.
10
135
pounds if someone
They
wants to
carry
ride with him.
They can carry 135 pounds by themselves.
Okay, I am 10 pounds over that.
Drop some gear.
Fuck. Can anybody who's light carry some of my shit?
Nexus can. He's got negative 10 pounds.
Also, before we do that, the party trade has things in it. Get them out.
Okay, well, I'll take the information. No, Marana, you should take all the letters.
They're pretty much weightless, I think. But yeah.
They are, but I can't
Yeah.
read them, so it wouldn't make sense for me to have them.
Why does the
Um,
blind person have the letters? Are they in Braille?
I don't. That's the party trade. But
for the most part, I carry the letters. I just have those in there so that way people can look at them, I think. Because those letters are in my inventory.
okay.
Samiras needs something to write on if we can maybe use the back of some of those letters.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I got I have a whole like letter set that I stole from Cobram, so
Okay.
you can just have as much of that as she wants.
Yeah, as we're figuring this out, let's give her time to write whatever she wants to.
Okay.
So-
who has the abracadabras?
She was writing something specific. Wasn't it for you guys?
No, it's for hypothetically your sister. But we.
That's right. I just remember what it was for. She takes the paper and just nods. I appreciate this. And as for transportation, it's getting late. You probably don't need to worry about that.
I mean, Nefs is holding, like handing it out. He's like grabbing onto her hand. He's like, "No, we're gonna try our best to get there before morning, or maybe we'll take a rest. But as long as you have time to write out your thoughts."
Plenty of time. She takes the paper and begins writing away.
And if you need any help, I used to be a lyricist.
You understand I work in law, right?
I understand, but lacks the emotion of song.
I think it's the point across.
Sure. Just in case you need any help flowering it up.
That's okay. I appreciate it.
He like lingers, like his hand on hers, and then he goes back to everyone else worrying about the dragonflies.
She doesn't pull away, but as you pull away, she goes back to writing.
Hey, Nefsis.
You want to do
If
some
you're-
drugs?
If you're in a like close quarters fight, do you have a way to defend yourself?
Lots of fire.
Is there a way you can do it without missing, or like fucking? Do you want this dagger? And I pull up the stab shroom. Because, like, Morana's got claws. I have literal laser swords. Opal punches things. Although Opal, you could probably use this too.
Mushroom.
Zeke's strong as fuck and he's got the horns. Do you want this?
Yeah, that could probably come in handy.
I toss him the dagger. It doesn't require attunement.
He lets it drop to the ground and then grabs it on the handle.
You're a
Yeah,
terrible.
Smart.
Not into sports.
that
I'm
is
guessing.
just standard knife safety.
It's not very cinematic, but it's really intelligent, so I like
He
this.
clearly has worked in a kitchen before. Resta, you need to understand sharps.
Devil Dad's not trying to look cool. Devil Dad wears socks with Birkenstocks because they're effective.
Not.
I'm
What?
about to catch any bladed instrument being thrown at me. That's just
Look,
ashy
we
for an
play-
injury.
We played chicken all the time on the hands. All right, sorry. I'm used to
Zeke,
it.
This chest is pretty heavy. I know you're busy right now, but once you're done with your talk with animals thing, you just add this to your stuff. And I'm just gonna put the abracadabra
If he cut off his arm.
down by.
Also, these boots are actually pointless. They'll just run
No,
away
no.
from you if you take them off.
Hard
No,
to
no,
say
no.
that's pointless.
The
No,
potential
no, they-
for pranks is
They're
God
amazing.
tier.
If you get lost,
Marana,
like
you should just put
breadcrumbs, but
them on
wearable.
now.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, you should put them on.
When I get done with my ritual, I will do that.
You could put them on 3,000 miles away, and then when you get somewhere, you could take them off, and they would walk all the way back that 3,000 miles.
Okay. I have,
which
I
means
have
that
a
we can
very
follow these
serious
boots to get
question.
dragonfly mounts whenever we want.
That's true. Not only that, but also, I have a question about them, and this is more philosophical for the rest of the party.
Oh
Suppose,
shit.
suppose you rowed a boat across the ocean
They
To another
walk on the
continent
bottom of the sea.
while wearing them. Would they?
So they're attuned to
would
the
they walk-
location, not to
They're-
like your actual foot path.
They're attuned to the
Okay.
location. They'll walk.
So do they
back
go
to the
like
location.
as the crow flies back to its location? Like if we start on one end of a mountain and we walk around it, are
They
the
would
boots gonna
follow.
go over the
They would.
mountain?
They would follow your destination that you went,
Mm,
but
okay.
they're not really hindered by things that you are. They can
don't
walk
track
on the
your
bottom of the
steps, they
ocean.
just track your path.
Sick.
Okay. Cool.
Don't forget, if you want them
Well,
to be near you in the future when you take them off, just make sure you walk in a circle before you.
Well, so guys, what's kind of crazy? These boots, we can't get lost with them.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I know. Sorry. I'm realizing that now. I apologize.
Powerful.
Never
You
mind. They're
guys
not
are
useless.
thinking too practical. When the potential
Alright, and you could probably
keep
fuck with
someone
somebody when
awake
you do that.
all night is right there. It's gonna be great.
And who's taking the brush? I can't see shit.
Same. Also, more or less same cadence and sounds. Could probably like distract people with that too.
I was gonna say you can create footsteps.
Thinking we should have
whatever.
used that against the dragon.
True. Have a chill little footsteps going somewhere. Funny.
So I'll take the brush. I'm really good at forging signatures and all sorts of
Great.
things. Look,
Take it
I
out.
stole.
I'm gonna piss while you guys figure this out.
Yeah, and just take the ship. You'll pick them up after.
No active DM on your screen. They must be on to take things.
Damn.
Fucking roasted.
Doesn't trust us at all.
Wait, really?
I can't take it.
Wow, on your scene. Oh, weird. Maybe he's loaded up a scene that we're not in.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, get your ass back here.
Stop pissing.
Oh yeah. We can also split the money because we got platinum now.
Oh, whenever did anyone remember the weight that he said this dragonfly can carry?
135 pounds,
120.
allegedly.
Yeah,
135.
135.
A naked Zekian couldn't ride this thing.
Right,
Jesus.
a naked opal
Oh,
Or a
wait,
massive-
He's forgetting that there's-
fucking ripped.
No, he's forgetting that they're size class large. When you're size class large, the weight you can carry goes up. Unless these things are size class medium, then they can't carry us.
What are you saying
Ogre,
about
the-
rules to me?
Ogre, these size
Are,
class
okay,
large or
are
size
these
class medium?
dragonflies?
Oh, the large just give them an enhancement, doesn't it? Give
Yeah,
them-
because
what's
Yeah,
the
what's
way they
enhancement?
are, if you said 135, naked
Howler
Zekian
out.
can't ride these.
That's with medium, but like
Yeah,
That's
so
what
the
I care,
5
so,
pounds
like,
is
how much
medium.
Large is like
I
8.
believe
Almost
it's
five?
10 times. No,
Give me an
it
amber.
doubles.
10 times? Jesus.
I think it's times
It's
8.
double?
It's a lot.
oh my god, no definitive answers. 5e
All right.
carry.
A
Wait,
billion times.
it's just infinite DM.
Once you
I-
get biggie enough, you can carry whatever.
When you have the
it's
when you
double.
have the thing, yeah,
It's strength times 15 times 2
it's 15.
is the thing. So
Are we?
strength times 30.
I think we're also using enhanced encumbrance rules, so
Oh,
that's
strength times 15 times 2?
Strength times 15 times 2 for large. So strength times 30.
Oh,
so
For some reason,
that's our
it's
maximum.
Large times 2. It is times 2, so it's
Can you guys not hear me
135
very well?
times
I can
2.
hear you.
we can.
Yeah, we
But-
do.
270 pounds is how much it can
We're-
carry. With it
We're
being
using the
large.
advanced encumbrance ruling.
So I'm cheating.
No, you're not cheating. I'm just saying that
So
that's
you
what we're
figured it.
using. That's why our
You get
weight is in
encumbered sooner.
segments.
Mm-hmm.
So 270
yeah.
pounds is what it can carry, is what the creature carries. So you're good,
That's-
probably.
Those creatures
As
also
long
get the
as-
75 pounds, so it's like 2, 3, 40. Just curious.
Yes, they do.
Okay. The Nephthys and someone else can fit on one if they're smaller.
And Zekian's
345.
fine.
345
can
with
even carry some
the
shit.
adjusted encumbrance. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Opal and Marana then can share one.
And I guess
also-
Zekian will carry the abracadabras because it's pretty heavy and I've got plenty of room.
Yeah.
Morana's pretty heavy.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
why?
Yeah.
Because of the vase?
No. No,
Does
Look
it?
at
she's,
the shit she's carrying.
no, she's just heavy.
Dense.
Don't ask someone why they're heavy. It's rude.
True.
Oog, also, I can't take items from the thing. Oh,
As you
can I now?
deserve. Oh wait, no.
I just did.
Oh,
Can you?
I can't.
Wow.
No active DM on my screen. They must be
Oh.
offline too.
There's
Did
trusted
you give
player,
him
and then there's
control of Resta
untrusted.
back? Or do I still have Resta?
Rest.
I have her character sheet. I can
that's a
open
good
her up.
question.
I don't. Oh, okay. No, I do show you in the game.
You should be good.
I guess reload.
Do I not have the
You
rights?
should have permissions. I'm gonna use your management. If they kick you, well, fuck all of you. No, it's fine. It says trusted player for all of you.
Wow. I'm trusted. Thank you.
They kick all of you. Did
Yeah.
They kick all of you from
Yep.
the game.
Yeah.
You did.
Worth it.
Yeah. Sure.
Everybody leave.
No one joined
But-
our bookery.
That should theoretically give you. I mean, no, you should have permissions either way. The permission should be an issue.
I don't know. I just could. I can't. I'm pressing the loop button. And it doesn't
Cheater.
work. Well,
You press the loot
She-
all button.
I don't want to press that because then I take everything.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Oh, try dragging it to your inventory. Maybe I don't know if that's what everyone else is doing. I don't know. I don't know if the loot button works. I've never tried that. I'm not a player. I don't play games. I just run them.
Someday.
We'll see. As we load back in,
Yeah.
you know, these dragonflies, they could use
What the fuck?
taming. They're ready to be tamed. Tame them and go places? Question mark.
I
There we
feel
go.
like
Yeah.
they're
Alright.
doing it with Honey
That's
and
all-
Marana,
all
and,
we
and
need.
Zeke are doing it with speaking to them. That works.
Look,
Yeah.
we're all-
So Nephthys, can you guide Opal? Or I mean, am I going to be the guide or is maybe Zeke? And I'll see if I can get my own dragonfly.
Yeah.
Can I?
I'll ride with Samiris.
Zeke's the heaviest person here, guaranteed. So
So far, we have
Big-
one
big has to
dragonfly
have his
tame.
own.
Thank you. 345 pounds.
I got one.
I will attempt to tame a dragonfly.
Animal handling check with advantage if you have honey. Which all of you do. So just make your animal handling check with advantage. And tell
Do they
me
get a
your
bonus for
favorite
being able to
color.
talk with it?
yeah, do Marana and I can just get like a
Oh, if you're
flat bonus for
talking
being
to
able
them,
speak.
if you're talking to them, we'll get to you different. But those of you not talking and just going with the honey. Animal handling check.
Yeah. Nephthys is going to try to do
Nice.
animal handling with charisma if possible.
No, because I can't understand you.
But what if he's just like coming off real nice.
He's real
Just
hot.
give him a real good wink.
That's
He,
less
he kind of
charisma,
unbuttons his
more-
shirt a
no,
little
no,
bit,
no,
shows
no.
off the dad chest hair.
Hey,
off
come
the
here,
dad bod.
dragonfly. No.
He shows pictures of his horse friends. He's like, look at all the other animals that have been my friends. I almost
It's
killed
gonna-
them.
These fr-
It's
it's
over.
just gonna be. It's just gonna be wisdom, unfortunately. For this
Alright.
one.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
advantage. Let's go.
I guess the mental image won't leave of Nephthys in like
Oh,
fucking flip flops with socks and really short shorts and a Hawaiian
hanging out the
t-shirt.
horses.
Somebody
as
commission
you,
that right now.
As you two rest on nest, it's like put your honey out, see what comes to biting. 2 dragonflies descend and
Ooh.
start to feed off
They
each of
better
yours.
not bite.
They bite at the honey.
Honey pot them.
What color is yours, Nephthys, and what color is yours, Resta? What you choose?
Golden.
Purple.
Golden it is. Purple it is. Is it choose at the honey?
Illegal
Pretty stuff.
activity. Those are both Morana's colors. So try again. No, I'm just kidding.
I would also accept pink.
I would
My
also
laser
accept
swords are
red.
pink.
No. Your colors were fine. I'm just joking.
So, as you gather yours, the 3 of those, and then at that point, the ritual finishes, and your speak with animals finishes as well. What are you two doing with your animal speaking?
Yeah,
That's a good point.
You see what they're doing over there with your friends? Can we do the same thing?
Make a persuasion check.
Need a.
I hope these guys talk. I hope these guys sound like the fly dude from Baxter Stockman from TMNT.
We'll see how they sound.
Oh,
22.
wow. That's not right. It's a 21.
21.
Cheater.
21?
1 and
Shut up.
what color would you like?
I mean, I'd like it to have like some kind of like iridescent, like color changing pattern depending on the angle that you look at it.
Yeah,
So
You know,
like
some
a custom paint job,
Like what
kinda
you would
thing.
wrap a Lamborghini with, that kind of thing. I want the
Yeah.
Lamborghini Dragonfly.
You want that fucking chameleon paint? You fucking-
Honestly, I don't care the
Roll a
color. I
per-
just want the
roll-
biggest one there.
Too late. Roll percent. I'll die.
A Lamborghini dragon.
You-
for my
You're that
Lamborghini
fucking
garage.
guy.
That's the
get-
Lamborghini color.
It only changes between 43 different colors.
You get
Whoa!
a brown dragonfly.
Sick.
That
Brown
is-
Lamborghini.
It is
A
not
little large.
hexadecimal.
A little larger than the rest, but other
He's
than
trying to
that,
get the bigger one out of like reverence for the dragonflies. Like the smaller one might have trouble with him. It's like I'm not gonna burden them with this.
yeah, a big
Yeah.
old brown dragonfly, kind of basic colors but large in size. Very
Yeah, like-
economical, some would say. You know, you can
I've
carry
got
a
the
lot of weight.
suburban dragonfly.
yeah,
It's like a family van.
it carry a lot.
It's got sliding doors.
It's humming. It's like buzzing is a lot louder and like deeper. Like,
Oh, does it have,
like,
does it
like
have a
it's next
backup
to you.
camera?
I
Yeah.
feel my split mail vibrating. It's like, oh yeah.
You hop on, and
Yeah. Hell yeah.
hey, he looks at you. Yeah, I'm all right. You.
Oh my god, I already love you. We're gonna be best friends forever. Oh, there's so much honey in your future you don't even know.
I didn't get any honey on this initial transaction, but we'll see if that remains to be true.
It is coming, mate. It's coming. It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Right. Something about your way you talk makes me believe you. I'm not very smart or anything, so I'll just kind of take your word for it.
On a scale of 1 to 20, I've been told I'm about a 21 on my persuasiveness.
That's pretty good, I think. Starts to take off. Marana,
Zeke is up.
did you make persuasion? You make persuasion or handling check, depending on how you want to do it.
Marana will look for the, like, she'll look in all the places, like, not in the water, like, around, just, like, looking at the ones that aren't actively doing stuff. She's trying to find, like, a hidden one almost.
A hidden
real
dragonfly.
special one,
a
you know.
secret dragonfly.
Yeah. But
Make a perception
still.
check.
Yeah, with all these disadvantages, it'll be great.
Yes.
Get the one with the broken wing.
With a 20,
Oh,
you look around and you start to gaze across this beautiful oasis, so to speak, within the forest here. And as you look around, a lot of the dragonflies are darting around back and forth, constantly moving. But there's one. There's one that is solid white, that is sitting in a little like rock cove and just kind of hovering there and like landing on the water and just kind of not moving a lot, but it is there all by itself. It's the most like independent, localized one that's not doing what everyone else is doing.
Okay, so she'll get a handful of honey, and then she'll walk up and be like, do you mind if I ride you?
Ride me? Well, what a preposterous idea. Why do you think you have the right to ride me?
Look at you. Look at
I'm
me.
beautiful, true.
This is
You're
obviously a pairing
strange.
that is fated.
Perhaps. You're dark, I'm light. It's a good contrast. To the air would be a striking show.
Is that okay to call a drow dark?
Yes.
Is that like
It's factually true.
It's a dark elf.
Dark elf.
yeah, but is that
Thank
like
you.
an okay
In the
term?
It's a dragonfly. What do you want from it? Do you think they understand the nuance of social boundaries?
Humor, bigots.
This isn't a butterfly. It's a dragonfly. What do you want from it?
Yesler's trying to ride this bitch.
Well, kill it.
They're not Desnan. Get a butterfly if you want a Desnan.
It looks at you
Yeah,
and
is
it looks
there a
back.
butterfly?
There's not, but it looks back towards the naysayer. He's like, that one doesn't understand true fashion.
True.
Is he talking about the brown suburban dragonfly?
That one and you, because he can hear you. You both speak animal right now.
That one's so bland.
Boy, I think you're being racist.
Wood paneling never went out of style for that one.
Look, you're reading too much into this.
All right,
It's a
let's get
fucking
our asses in gear.
dragonfly.
Let's get our asses in gear and get ourselves out to
She looks,
Emberwell.
Get
She
on our
looks at
flies and
you.
ride.
and she looks at you. So, sorry, your friends there distracted me. What is your argument once more about why you should be allowed to ride such magnificence? And she like flutters her wings and like raises them up. You see, the wings themselves are iridescent. They change colors with
Oh,
the flapping and as they catch the light in all those different ways.
Okay, imagine it. And then I cast Major Image, and it's like an image of Morana on this
Mhm.
dragonfly, and it looks so majestic. Like the wind is blowing. It's like great.
Just looking at it.
Can Nefsis aid when he sees the image by doing a minor illusion of honey raining down on them?
Just like
Just like
dripping off
dripping.
the whole thing.
Yeah, you can. And with that, I'll say you have advantage of your persuasion check to convince this dragonfly to be your mount.
Great.
Oh,
so it's
it's
just
a
a straight roll.
If you get the Erasmus
Can this be a
dragonfly, I'm gonna
deception
ride.
check? Because I'm
Let's
clearly
go.
lying.
Natural 20. Come on.
No.
10.
But it is a dragonfly.
These dragonflies like to be ridden for reasons. So I'll say a 10 is a DC.
Shut the fuck up, Mook. Don't moan into the microphone.
You know, you're right. Maybe
That's
it's
not me.
24. No. It's pretty. They are very easily convinced to be ridden. For some reason. You're not sure why because you haven't done the lore checks for them. But they look at you. That's pretty good. I like the honey part.
Stop.
You know what? Give me a glob of honey and I will fly you to the ends of this plane.
And then I still have the handful of honey, and I'm like,
And she just slurps it up. It's like, all right, get on.
nice. Wait, what's your name?
I don't have names. None of us have names.
Call me daddy.
What is happening?
Who said that Dragonflies like to be ridden. Mook fucking moaned into the microphone.
What do you mean? Why can't a creature like to be ridden? It's not sexual. What the fuck's wrong with
You're
you?
making this fish real weird.
You're weird. All of you are just kind of being weird right now.
To be fair, you did say they like to be ridden for reasons. So
For reasons you don't know yet.
You haven't
Okay,
asked.
we're on it right now. You haven't asked.
Wanna
The
know.
eldest horses also like to be ridden, and no one asked.
It's cause so horny. Oh no. Oh fuck.
Anyways,
Dragonflies
you all.
go into heat.
And we get one for Samaris, and then we take off for
Oh, she's
Emberwell.
riding with
Fucking hell.
Nemesis.
Oh, okay, you're riding together.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Alright.
You start to fly to the dragonflies. You fly into the air, not horny at all. As you
I'm tethered to somebody with mine.
I'll
Those
tow
otherwise
you
I'm-
on the back of my Tahoe.
Hey, I notice you can't really see where you're going, so I'm just gonna tow you behind mine.
Oh, fuck.
I can't breathe.
I know you hear the
That's
droning
pretty
of
good.
everyone else, but follow the really deep exhaust sound. That's mine.
I'm like coughing of dragonfly farts. It's the worst.
Instead of like water, it's just shooting straight diesel out of its ass to go faster. Oh, and it does. And it does.
Oh man, I
And
haven't cried in a minute. That was
that was
good.
pretty good. That was pretty good.
Appreciate that, guys.
So,
Alright, I'm gonna.
as
okay.
you start blasting through the air, fun
How
fact.
fast are we going?
Yeah, that's a good thing. You were going
Holy
50.
shit.
Yeah, the dragonflies have a speed of 50, which is slower than the horses. However, those horses need clear paths, so they usually require roads. You do not need roads as a flying creature. That means you can fly as the crow flies towards destinations.
We're
Which-
fast as fuck.
Incredibly enhances your
I have
speed.
no idea how fast I really am.
And we're double dashing. We're
No,
double dashing.
Marana, please. I can't. I need to recover.
So, this is where you guys are as you all take off on your various dragonflies. And you're floating above the Viridis and Expanse, and you're free to go whatever direction you want, but Emberwell was mentioned for some odd reason. Could be a destination.
How's
Yeah.
the ride?
Oh,
Okay.
we need one. Oh, we need one for Allegro. Allegro, get your ass of dragonfly.
It is okay, alright, I suppose. Well, I have this cool
Is this a
spell.
vampire?
Oh, that
Yeah,
one has
yeah.
fangs.
This is what we were talking about with that he accidentally spilled that he's actually Count Strahd von Tsarevich.
Oh, you
that
have
was in
nothing
the
at me.
recap.
That's right. Well, I will see if I can get one of these creatures to be my friend with the power of. Look, I'm trying to find the character sheet.
Also, are you guys in the game or on the landing screen?
Game.
I'm in the map.
Hey, you're the only one that's
Oh,
on
okay.
the map.
I will refresh.
Oh, I was gonna pull you here because I think it was like. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I'm refreshing, and then you can pull me.
Let's see. It's gonna be a handling check as he tries to call one to him. With an 8, he does not succeed. So, like one goes up to him and just like slaps the honey out of his hand and eats it on the ground. He's like, I do not understand what I did differently than all of you. Hang on. I have.
Show him some nip.
I have something I can do.
And so you can just yell out, still speaking dragonfly, like, "Hey, it's cool. Let him on you. Jeez, your places to be."
With that, I'll give him
Still playing
advantage
hard
on.
to get.
I'll give him advantage on the check. Let him make another one there. God, he still rolled so badly. It's like, do not worry. Just give me like 10 minutes. I can make something happen.
Find the kinkiest dragonfly you can. I'm sure they're into it somehow.
That is not the case. But as he starts to kind of kneel down and pray for a 10-minute period, you guys gonna wait or just go ahead?
Yeah, catch up. We're going to Emberwell. We got places to be.
All right. You
Right,
take off.
everyone.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's go.
Okay,
And as we're
it is
going-
now midnight. I don't think you guys make exhaustion checks yet, but you definitely need to make one now. So everyone go make con save for exhaustion.
I'm still
Good.
loading in, so
Do I
can you
succeed
make
as a
mine?
25, DM?
You're good.
Okay, cool.
Do I succeed with the 12?
I think it's 10.
Yeah, DC 10.
But do a
And
drug
then
check.
For every level of
You do,
exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
you do need to make a drug check, which, by the way, I have rules for now. Well, at least I've written them down. I kind of have these rules before, but
I noticed the percentage thing.
yeah, it's in your downtime. I don't remember how many you succeeded, how many you failed, so I just put 2 and 2. So it's like the next one is the big decider. If you fail, it resets and goes back to 0-0. If you succeed, you're not addicted anymore. You need to make a DC. You need to make a Constitution saving throw against the effect of the drug, which is Death Root, which I have here.
You can beat it.
Do I make
Speaking
it
of
as
addiction,
normal?
It's
we
the
did also kill a
Constitution
rest.
save, unless you have exhaustion to have a disadvantage on saving throws, or anything that give you
Okay.
disadvantage saves, then you're good. Oof!
That's low.
Welcome to starting that over as you go into relapse. That's very
was that?
unfortunate.
What was that, Zeke?
I
You're gonna say something?
actually, I
And
think
you get another level of exhaustion.
now, Oog, to be fair, I genuinely only think he's succeeded at least 2, possibly more of those checks, and I don't think he failed more than 1 in the past. That's what I recall.
Does anyone can be able to back that up unbiasedly?
This must have all been before I even got here.
I mean,
Uh,
I genuinely think he's succeeded on like 4 or 5 of these checks already, but that's just me.
Yeah, I can kind of back that up. Oh, Resta's drug shenaniganery hasn't been as fun.
Though we did tell Resta that they can do their bump when we get to Waterdeep of the tear dust.
Waterdeep, the city that.
Good thing we're never going to Waterdeep.
I keep saying Waterdeep, Emberwell.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the opposite.
Right.
Like, instead of water, it's ember. Instead of something. I mean, wells are deep. Never mind.
Tell you what, I'll make a compromise with you. We're gonna say you're on 2 and 2 on now, and we'll go from there. Because I don't remember, and neither does anyone. We'll say you're not a failure, not a success yet, but you're like on the border of each. Now you're on the border of each. So the next check
I was
you
gonna
do-
say, like, is that tear dust looking like it would fix my addiction? You know, like fix that craving if
I'll give you
because I
another
failed.
addiction.
No,
But
I'm
yes,
saying in
it does look good.
You
Yeah,
should-
That
like
is
in
a
Resta's-
dangerous
No
addiction.
tears
that
should
here,
have it in
only
your-
more heartache.
But at the same time,
Yeah,
it does look
what
like it
happened at the
might.
well? Yeah.
I will say,
It'll
if
get
you snort
fucked up.
that is sort of giving you another high theoretically, and if it does give you a
Yeah.
high, that might like negate the exhaustion. Who knows? Do drugs? Question mark.
Well, yeah, not maybe soon. Yeah, I'll take a. God, am I a drug addict? I'll
You
take a
have
hit
all
when
the
I'm at the well.
doses in your like inventory just sitting there. All right.
Am I addicted to drugs, guys? Oh no.
You like damn near fist fought Opal when they asked you, "Hey, can I see that?"
What was up?
Just
I'm on a
You weren't
dragonfly.
there, but-
I can't hear you back there.
Hold on. And I make a psychic connection
Oh,
with
yeah,
now
yeah, yeah.
4.
You're high. You're addicted. You have issues.
Oh,
tweaker.
oh,
Some time passes, and you all look back and you see this emerging purple cosmic butterfly flutter from the underground or from the expanse there. Just a little
Oh, yeah.
whiles behind. Probably
We're all
about
high.
10 minutes behind.
wait,
Allegro
what?
waves. Hello, I'm catching up.
Okay, never mind. We're not high. That's Desna.
But about those drugs, am I? Never mind.
So, you guys can travel 2 hours. So, before, this is a reminder, you could travel 2 hours per hex when going on the road. Now you can travel 2 hours per hex regardless of the direction you're going. You can go any direction you want and go 2 hours a hex.
We already made a check, so should we go up one?
Not
Yeah,
really.
take us to Emberwell.
No,
Are
Okay.
we going to
Because
sleep,
that was
or-
at the end of this 5 minutes, and you have to make a check every hour after exhaustion starts. So you need to make 2 more checks if you want to go hex.
All
I'm-
right. Well,
begging for slumber.
Uh,
Uh,
if she's literally begging, then that's just we can.
I'm in exhaustion 4.
We should all stop. Oh, you can't move then.
Oh my
You
God.
have 0 movement.
Uh,
Oh, you could
That's
barely
fine,
hold
you're
on.
fine.
oh, five is 0
No.
movement. 6
Oh,
is
okay.
death.
yeah,
She has disadvantage on everything, and her speed is halved.
and I have half my hit points, but
Yeah,
I only have 1 hit point. So
Nefsis is going to recommend we need to stop.
I
Oh.
Nessus, if you want, I would push on with you if we want to get to Emberwell sooner.
Yeah, just fuck these guys. Let's just ditch
Well,
them.
the goal was to get
Uh,
Samaris to Emberwell.
Nessus, if you want to go with your doctor and like bring backup with you, like I'll stay here with Marana.
We
to
could,
be fair,
we could probably make it.
if I get enough rest, I think I can help her.
You can help her?
I think so.
Also, sunrise is in like 6 hours.
Right.
About how far off are we from Emberwell?
We are 2,
2,
4,
4,
6,
6,
8, 10 hours.
10 hours.
We can't make it today.
2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, 10.
If
Oh, I
she
thought
wears
it was
enough,
all right. Well,
if she wears enough clothes, is she fine or like?
Yeah, we
That's
walked her
what we
out
did
with
to
Zeke's
get here, yeah.
Cloak. She's
Okay.
still wearing Zeke's cloak, I think. Wait, no,
Oh,
he
right,
took it off
'cause-
of her when it was nighttime, but it worked
Oh,
when
right.
when it was daytime.
Why don't we stop at the labyrinth?
The what?
Oh,
Meet our
maybe
frog friends.
the Lantern King.
that's still 4 hours away, Marana.
That's only 4 a.m.
Yeah, but
We need to find a
Off in
place
the
to
Marana
sit
may
so we
die
can-
before then.
Yeah.
Um,
We're in the
I
woods.
let-
We can just.
All right, then we're in the
yeah,
woods.
fine.
We have cover. We can.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Let's go,
find the darkest place I can.
Like, so are we sending Samaris with Nefsis straight to Emberwell, or are we all stopping?
What do you want to do, Nefsis?
I could probably make it, but I don't really feel comfortable separating the group in case there's more heralds out.
That's true. If you get
Well,
ambushed
there
or
are-
boned.
And
There
when,
are
when
3
Nefsis-
less than there were.
When Nefsis told the dragon to go patrol his own zone or whatever, the dragon almost believed him, which leads me to think there may be more than one herald in the woods. So, that's fair.
Oh well, that was
Evelyn's
that
dead.
was a big bad
Olbram's dead.
herald.
Dragon's
That was
dead.
Xanthus that he was trying to be. That's the big.
I mean,
the,
if
the
if
vampire
Morana
caused
gets
all these problems
ambushed,
to begin with.
if Morana gets ambushed by cultists, because there might be more here. I mean,
All right,
I can't leave her alone.
I'm okay. Yeah,
Before they stop, the Nefsis is going to turn around to Samaris and be like, if we can make it before morning, is that what you want to do? Or do you still not really want to say goodbye?
She looks at you. She hands you the finished letter. I've said my goodbyes.
Yeah, and then Nefsis will just say, all right, we're good to rest.
She nods and looks at all of you and just waits for your decision. As you're all
So
kind of like
cool.
hovering close to the at this point, you're like hovering above the forest ground, all kind of like grouped around each other, like right over the canopy, and just kind of in the dragonfly line.
It's your call, Nefsis. Samaris, I suppose.
He'll land his dragonfly.
I'll park my boat.
don't call me
Just
a
shooting out
boat.
like-
That is rude.
Hey, does
Uh,
anybody have any diamonds?
I do.
We used
Like
there's one that
100
we.
Who you sell on
Gold.
Allegro?
diamonds.
I still have a number of diamonds.
Okay.
Look, kind of looks.
Tomorrow I might need 100 gold diamonds.
Well, lucky for you. That's what I have. And still am
Nice.
able to revive Lolo. Potentially.
Oh. Never mind. I won't need it.
I have enough to spare if you want them for anything.
I'll lay out like a knapsack for Marana and kind of help her get to it.
I like start, like I'm going to go to it, and then I stop, and I like look over at Samiris, and I'm like, I know I don't get whatever it is that you're feeling, but if you give me enough time, I think I can fix this.
She just smiles, kind of licks her fangs. Perhaps. I won't go without saying goodbye to all of you. If you have something by then, there you go.
And then she's down.
Okay.
Just face plant.
Oh dear. Oh no. Why didn't I catch her? She's weirdly heavy.
Yeah.
Nessus is
carrying
You're
a
gonna
lot of
unconscious.
weight.
set up.
She was the sack of a body on her back.
Nessus is gonna like start setting up like her pack and then like picking Ron up and putting her into it.
Zeke's gonna go and help Opal get off of this thing. I don't even know if Opal's like aware that she's on the ground.
I mean, once I touch the ground, I know where I am.
Yeah.
But I
Oh, okay.
appreciate the
I mean,
help.
like once you're on Dragonfly back, figuring until you actually get off the thing.
Thank you, but you know, as soon as the dragonfly touches the ground, I feel that impact, and then I'm
Fair
good.
enough. Zeke's fucking off.
So
He's gonna go rest under a tree.
you all land and start to make camp for your long rest.
I will lay out my bedroll because I have one. Rana, do you have bedding?
Nessus set up.
Yeah,
bedding for her.
I just made a.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was gonna say I made her bed, but
Let's roll a good old-fashioned weather table and see how it's looking for the night. Cold! The cold front rushes in. You'll probably want to have a comfortable rest. You'll probably want a tent or extra bedding. to keep
I
you
can
warm.
make a fire.
Got torches. Got a whole lot of them. We can even outline a camp with torches just to ward off anything coming in.
Minecraft style.
To prevent any skeletons from spawning on us.
Careful though about the. I've heard there's a species around here that explodes if you get too close. They don't
I
care about
wanna
light.
know.
Crazy. I'll set up like a campfire, maybe a circle and like work with Zeke to make like a circle of
I guess survival
lights.
check. Whoever wants to lead this endeavor of creating a
I
fire
get some
that's warm enough to
mosqui-
heat you all.
All right. What survival check?
Survival check. Yep.
Got a +7. What do you got, Zeke?
Yeah, go for it. If you're proficient, I'll just default to you. I'm not proficient.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna add a D6.
24. Yeah, you make a roaring fire that emblazons the air with heat. Throughout, like some of your like resting spaces, you're almost feeling a little hot, and you're capable enough that you know how to like set up the fire with the log stack that it'll like burn throughout your night. It won't all burn at once. It'll go through each of the logs
Swedish
layers.
torch or whatever it's called.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. And
Yeah.
it'll,
I,
take like 8 hours, so hours before it all burns out and keep you all warm for the night.
I actually camp a lot.
Yeah.
Did that save from? I never actually was able to make that con check before.
I think it's
but
10. I'm
10?
pretty
Great.
sure it's
Then
10.
Yeah, I
I'll
think you
take this.
just made it.
Perfect. Before I sleep, I'm going to. I took all the coins out of the party trade and put them back into the party trade in a bag.
Hold on. What
somebody-
coins? Was it from
all of
something?
the platinum, electrum, silver, and copper that had been
Okay.
looted at one point. I just
Zekian is still carrying a bag labeled Bruegel's Gold Stash, and it's like pretty. A lot. It's 37 pounds of coins.
oh, okay, that's exactly the amount that I just put.
Okay.
Does it say the
It tells me
denomination?
the exact numbers. for
32
everything.
platinum, 202
32
electrum.
platinum, 200. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll delete that here.
Well, no,
I think
you
it's
can do
10
that.
plus your
Saves me the
exhaustion
trouble.
level for the DC. But
It
Okay,
saves me the
yeah.
trouble. Just keep it in there, and I'll delete the item that I have.
Okay, yeah,
I'll
it's
put-
just labeled party funds, and I'm basically just gonna somebody who can carry heavy things take it, please, and then I'll delete it. No, I'm taking it. No, not in party trade. I am making it an item because we can't leave things in party trade.
Oof.
Oh, well, I
News.
just got rid of it.
What's up?
It's DC 15 save.
Oh shit.
What?
On the con save?
For exhaustion?
This is what this website says according to Xanathar's guide. This is different rules than I've used before. This is a lot different rules. Okay.
yeah,
This is
let
weird.
me-
This is not base rules. This is Xanathar's rules. With some other rules. But if you go for more than 24 hours without completing a long rest,
Oh.
you have to see it on DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, but we didn't go
Versus-
for more than 24 hours.
Yeah,
No,
we
you're
didn't
at
do
like the 16-hour mark or 18-hour mark. So
Yeah.
that means this is different than Raw. I don't. This is the skip. I don't want to look at this. This hurts my brain.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I'll do some background rule searching. We can continue as we have been.
Yeah,
for
I don't
now.
like that. It makes my brain
I've-
hurt because, like, what is a
Maybe
16-hour
it's
rule?
only
thing
having
from?
to do with I think maybe the hour of traveling or something. Maybe that has to do with
If you travel more than 8 hours, that's what you also start to have to make exhaustion checks. If you travel more than 8 hours at a time, but that's not how I've been doing it, and I swear what I've been doing it is somewhat raw. So we'll look at that
I feel like-
later.
I feel like that's how I do it too.
Yeah, that was raw. Like you go 16 hours and then you have to take rest, otherwise you're fucked. And then you take exhaustion.
Maybe
Like-
inner city travel isn't a big deal then. For that, maybe that's what it's talking about, or like dungeon travel.
Hard to say. We'll figure that out later. But that's something for me to look into. Is like looking into exhaustion rules. 'Cause apparently I don't know what they are, even though I thought I knew what they are. Yeah. So
I don't need to know
uh,
what the fucking condition does. I need to know how.
So
to get
Zeke,
it.
you took the party
Yeah,
coins,
he
right?
took
Okay,
I got rid of the bag I had, and then I just took the one that you just made.
great.
Because
Yeah, and I figure we can update that one in the future. All right, there we go. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I am very weak.
And if anyone else has, like, if they're being weighed down by, I don't know if anyone's carrying, like, a huge amount of coins, like, if anyone just has excess weight, Zeke can carry it.
So you sort all that out, and then you get to your long rest, correct?
Nessus
alright.
specifically only takes a couple hours. Probably gonna take like 3 or 4 hours, even though that's not gonna give him a full night's rest.
Zeke is taking
You need
off
6
his armor
hours to
and
not
getting a full
be
sleep.
exhausted.
Yeah.
You need 8 hours to get your spells back. So
He's
you need
gonna
6
try to
hours?
sleep for like 4 hours just to avoid taking exhaustion checks every now and again. But he wants to be up before dayrise.
Understanding that you will take exhaustion checks as soon as you wake up.
Yep.
Cool. Very cool. All right. So, around 4 a.m., as you all start to set up camp, who's taking watch for the first 4 hours? Rest time. Make a perception check. And 4 more Constitution saving throws for.
Actually. Oh, I'm gonna shift, or I guess would that minute matter? It only lasts a minute. Could I give myself advantage? I'm
Huh?
76. Never mind.
He's trying to shift, like, when he starts feeling the exhaustion come on, to try to push through it a little bit.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna add. I was trying to get advantage on the roll because I didn't
Oh,
roll
never mind.
well. The shifting doesn't give me any adrenaline or anything. Anyway,
19.
4 saves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. With that 19 though. We'll say that happens early on the watch. As everyone's else kind of resting, you look about in the wilderness, and as you stare out looking for any signs of danger, you see a small, little, blue glowing fairy that drifts into your view. Looks at you, tilts its head, starts to fly away.
Hello.
Tilts back.
How are you?
No, I'm good.
Right. Friend or foe?
Oh, I'm depends on who you ask. But I can be a friend, I can be a foe. Depends on where you go.
You want to
Could
chill
I
out
have
for
your
like an
name?
hour?
Oh, sorry. Could I have your name?
Tell me yours first, if you
Oh.
don't mind.
I'm Zixel Geeks. Could I have yours?
Resta.
Thanks. And it flies off.
Ah, shit.
Your name's on a hit list now.
Not again.
You've seen me. Oh, no one can survive. Oh, no loose ends.
As it flies away, and you think for a moment, what was your name? You just said it. You're certain you just said it.
No, that's not right. Let's see. Esther? No, that's a terrible name.
Definitely not it.
Mildred. No. God, why am I thinking of grandma names?
Weird encounter. But you spend the rest of your night.
You just found the Pokemon name raider. You can change it right now.
I need to see those hardtails.
Get
Wait,
rid of
did
the
you
name
say
your
that
original
this
trainer
creature's
gave you.
names? That this creature's name was Zeexelbeaks?
I don't know. Anyone write it down?
I tried. I just couldn't quite hear what you said.
It's like Zixelbeck or whatever.
Zeke's Weeks.
Any of these names can be accurate. Yeah, Zixel Beaks was the name.
Oh,
A
okay.
relation.
Bobby. No.
Yeah.
Are you saying the names out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Can I make a perception check to like jolt?
Can you
awake?
even be conscious right now?
Oh yeah, you're exhausted. If
very
you wake up, you're
tired.
fucked, Morana.
It's
Make
worth
a
it for a gag. It's worth it.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah. On
Roll
brand.
up 13.
Idiots.
It's pretty
Uh,
bad.
No,
you're asleep. You're passed out. Too tired.
not waking up. Great. Cool.
So the first one, another level of exhaustion, Resta.
All right, I'm at 2.
Okay.
No, at 2. Yeah.
Another one. You're good on that one.
Power through.
You need 2 more.
Please God, survive.
You're good on
Nice.
that one.
Power through.
Come on, get one more.
And 1 more. Good on that
Hey,
one.
yo,
All
let's
right,
go.
very nice.
Nice.
So just 2 levels of exhaustion total.
Yep. Let's see. Terry? No.
As you start to wake up, at this point, you see Nessus starts to stir and just awaken, just a little antsy, a little uncomfortable, not fully rested, just stretching off from the
Hey.
sleep.
Nefsis, you taking watch?
Yeah. I'm good.
Nefsis, quick question,
Rest.
actually.
Yeah.
What the hell is my name?
Is this a trick question?
I can't fucking remember for the life of me.
Your name is Resta.
It's like a redacted noise. You don't hear that word.
Air horn.
No, that doesn't sound right.
What?
That can't be my name. Doesn't sound right at all.
It's the name you've given us this whole time.
Did you say it again for me?
Sure. Resta.
Redacted. Very accurate.
I try to remake the noise I hear. See, that doesn't sound like a real name.
Nessus looks at Samiris and was like, kind of gives her a look like, is this a joke? Is this
She
funny?
hasn't been sleeping. She's been kind of like
Yeah,
tilting
that's what I
around
figure. I
there.
figure she's been up this whole time, and he's just been like, "Is this a prank you all planned?"
I have no fucking clue. There was this little spark that flew by, and they talked for a second, and then it flew off.
Can you roll
Then she
any
kept-
sort of check on that?
Make a nature
What the fuck
check.
is my name?
Nature check. I'm not proficient. Is that okay?
Yeah. You've heard of Fae and their various
Violet?
tricks. They like to speak in ways and make verbal contracts that aren't exactly clear. They use the literal definitions of their words a lot of times versus the, metaphorical sometimes.
Nessus probably gets up with a groan because he's very tired. And he goes over and he's like, okay, well, whoever you are, why don't you get some sleep? We'll figure it out in the morning. We'll try to get this all taken care of. And next time, maybe don't talk to any sprites you see floating around at night.
He just kind of walked off out of nowhere. Oh, hi.
They do that.
Huh. I mean, like, Zeke's cool.
Zeke is cool.
Maybe he knows my name. Be right back.
Probably. We'll ask him in the morning.
Oh, good fight. Oh, I can't wait for those drugs. Anyway, go in bed.
You
Man, I can't wait for those drugs.
You pass out, and there's just you and Samiris. Nessus, he looks at you. These people are our last hope.
Yeah. Sure are. Unless
I
anyone else
killed a
comes
dragon
along,
yesterday.
But,
Oh, we'll kill the dragon.
otherwise,
We killed a dragon.
you know,
Let's
I
see her kill a dragon.
can't really tell you what it was, but something about them in the pits gave me a lot of hope, and I still carry that. So, I think they can help.
Kid. They're very clearly powerful, and hey, they've gotten the job done better than anyone else can.
He just takes out his lyre and starts playing a soft little lullaby.
That you do. She looks at you and just. I haven't felt the need for sleep.
Yeah. I know. It's just the one that always used to work on you all when you were young.
Oh,
So I
I
thought I'd play it.
recognize. She smiles, and I appreciate the gesture, but seems to not be working, unfortunately.
It's
Eternal
probably more for
conscience or
me than
something.
it is for you.
Then play away, and I will remain silent as you find your rest.
Oh, you're just playing there for like the 4 hours.
Okay, 4 hours pass. You don't get your long rest. With that, so I need to make 4 exhaustion checks there. Good. For now we're saying the DC is 10 plus your exhaustion level.
I'm going to use favored by the gods.
I found a thing.
What's it say?
So, push that extra hour is only when we're doing a forced march. We are not trying to gain like any distance. The travel pace table assumes that the characters travel for 8 hours. So that's us trying to move is what is that every hour thing.
Oh, fuck.
And the DC increases by 1 for each hour we try to push.
So you don't gain exhaustion for just being awake?
Correct. Unless we're awake for and I'll go find that. So that's having to do with travel. Now
That's
I have
probably
to go
the
find
over 24 hours thing.
That might be the lower 24 hours thing.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and that makes sense because the first time when we racked up all that exhaustion was when we were self-imposed
Forcing a march.
forced marching.
Yeah. If you want, I can read the rule out verbatim for travel
No,
for the.
I trust that. For sure.
Oh,
like,
just in
that makes
case you
sense.
pick up on anything that I'm missing. And I'll look for the rules for exhaustion as well while we're in the
Yeah,
thing.
because like I swear there's something about 16 hours, and so on and so. Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I found.
You're asleep. Fully rested. Sleeping less than required. If the character sleeps less than 8 hours over a day, day for no exhaustion. This must see character can put there is no sleep.
Yeah.
Basically,
As
Oh,
well as
so you have
once
8
you have
hours.
lost a total of 8 hours of sleep. So if you try to stay up for 2 full days straight, then you are out 8 hours of sleep, and that's when you'd start making your save. But for example, you can just sleep 6 hours every night, and you'll be fine until you hit 4 days of that.
yeah. So you also
But you
only
only
need to
get to-
sleep. You only need to sleep for 6 hours, and 2
Gain the
hours of that
benefit.
can be spent doing light activities such as reading, talking, eating, or standing watch.
To get the benefit of long rest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So,
So
luckily, I
I
think you succeeded in both of your save throws, right?
I
Rest of-
succeeded on 3 out of 4.
and I also failed one.
And they would only have to make 2, because 2 hours of that can be spent doing nothing strenuous. Right?
Yeah, hypothetically,
Yeah.
I couldn't short rest.
We
while
could also
staying
just-
awake.
Wake up Zeke or Opal, and then we each get that 2 hours of watch.
That's fair.
Oh,
And
this
then
is,
no one has
this,
to
is-
make any
this is
checks.
tricky, like going backwards on it. So yeah, you only make 2 checks.
To
I don't
stay
fully
awake for 4
understand.
hours.
I don't
You
fully
basically
understand.
get 2 hours as a freebie every night.
2 hours after your 24-hour period.
Yeah,
2
like
hours
you
of
get
so
hours
whenever
of
you're, yeah.
2
So
hours
so
of your
have we
8-hour
not?
rest can be spent on
Okay,
watch.
okay. Totally understand now. 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm
So
fine.
instead of Resta and Nefsis both doing 4, they could just do
Do
2
2
each, and then
checks.
have 2 other people do the other 2 each. And
Yeah.
no one has
Except
to
for
make any
Marana,
checks.
we don't. Wait, I don't want to bother Marana.
So
She's-
1,
Opal and Zeke.
2, 3. Resta, it looks like you. Oh, the first one you rolled was a 7, right?
yeah.
that very first level of exhaustion, yeah, the first one I rolled, I failed, and then the very first roll of exhaustion was from my addiction kicking in. So
Cool. So yeah, you still have the 2
So-
levels because the first 2 you would have rolled are lower than 10.
Yes.
If we're
but
not
I
if we're
wouldn't-
not waking up Zeke and Opal.
because I wouldn't have to make an exhaustion level because I'm not, if I wake up Zeke and Opal, because then we each take 2 hours.
Basically, Resta can avoid making any check at all if she just wakes up Zeke or Opal.
Okay. We waking up Zeke or Opal.
Yeah, I'll wake up Zeke. Well,
Cool.
I get
Well, this will be easier next time, maybe.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'll
I'll read
it's
up on
going
it.
backwards.
Yeah, I'll read up on it and I'll like try to make sure that it's like I'll keep that down pat. 'Cause,
That's
you know,
tricky.
it's important for me to learn.
That's
And
tricky.
exhaustion is a
tricky.
big deal for WCX.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I'll look into that after the game as well too, because I am confused, but we'll figure that out as we go. So 2 hours go by. You're only on the 1 level of exhaustion, then Resta, for the drugs, and that brings us to Zekian's watch. 2 hours go by. So rewinding, it's not Resta that's awake towards the end of the period. It's Zekian that's awake with you and Nephthys. Oh, Nephthys there, but so on and so forth. And then he wanted to like.
I still want the sprite to happen because that's cute for Resta. I like that a lot.
No, it still
I
happens for
wanna round that
Resta.
out. Yeah.
That still happens for Resta. But
That happened early on. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
100%.
Zeke is just going to spend his 2-hour watch, quote unquote, basically trying to lightly read through this 8 scrolls. I see Zekian as like literate is a stretch. So he probably takes like the full 2 hours to get through like a few pages. And I'm assuming this is like, not elementary reading. But that's what he does. He's trying to read up on this after the whole Desna thing. He told himself that he would.
You got it. Yeah, it's pretty flowery worded. It has a lot of these and thous and so on and so forth. So it gets a lot of confusion with the modern language. But you start to read and make a religion check for me.
Great.
Hard to make your way through the early bits of the phrase. You kind of start to get bored a little bit, and you try to focus, but it's just like you're staring at you're staring at a page, but you're not reading the words. It's just like,
100%.
and you just keep staring at it.
Jesus, do I know how
pictures in
that
this book?
feels?
Really? It makes a book with no pictures.
That's exactly how you feel.
His whole point would be so much better illustrated to have something to look at instead of just wood.
Yeah, it gets very boring.
He complains to himself.
But
why nobody
winding it
reads
back,
anymore.
that means you have 2 free hours before you need to go back to bed, Nepsis.
No, he's not going to
As Zeke wakes you up. Oh, cool. So 2 more hours spent just playing the lute. And with that, the sun barely begins to crest over the horizon, but the canopy provides enough shade that nothing crazy is happening yet. You're getting tired. You can still benefit from your long rests and get your spell slots back and all that good stuff if you went to sleep like now.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. I think he's just gonna be like,
Now I have no fucking clue what checks you need to make. I used to know.
That one would be like the 15, I think DC 15
that's been
one.
24 hours. Yeah.
Would this qualify as Mirana completing her long rest? She didn't wake up for any watches.
You only have to take like 4 hours, don't you?
You only need 4 hours.
She only needs to
because you're an
sleep
elf.
for 4 of it.
Technically, you only need to sleep for 4 hours for anyone, apparently. But because you could do 2 hours
Sure.
jerking off.
No, the elf thing
you-
is specific.
Oh yeah, I
Noble
guess.
specifically does that.
Okay, cool.
Jerks off for 2 hours. There you go. That's the only way.
There you go.
Been a stressful couple of weeks. Come on now.
So, is Mirana awake and
Oh yeah, I guess because she only does need to sleep for 4 hours because elf shit.
well, Mirana doesn't trance.
Trance.
Yeah,
Uh,
she didn't
Conscious for 4 hours.
elect the trance, so I just like fell asleep because I'm so tired.
So then you'll wake up with everyone else, which is like 2 more hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Perfect.
you see Samira's kind of looks at you and she just looks at you and you're kind of like listing off a little bit as you play the lute. She's like, you need to rest. Like I said, I promise I won't do anything without saying goodbye, so don't feel any need to keep up. Stay awake with me.
Why wouldn't I spend all the time I can awake with you?
She looks and just gives a half smile. Because you'll need your energy for the trials to come.
Yeah. Maybe.
You'll need your energy for the rest of us. For your friends. For all of the areas surrounding Emberwell, and for your daughters, the rest of them. I'm but one. You realize, if you fail, the rest of them are just as much in jeopardy as I am. I told him everything. I told him where they are, what I knew of them. He will find them as soon as he's done here. He won't let this slight go unanswered.
Yeah. That's probably true. But I don't know. I think that there's still a chance that we can make everything okay. You know, I know that you consider yourself a monster, and he's gonna lift up his left hand. He's like, well, so do I. But I still think there's some good that I can do, and I think that's true for everybody. So whether it's myself, whether it's this group, whether it's somebody we don't know, hopefully somebody could come around and make sure that this all works out okay. And if it's me, then probably not the one that I would bet on, but I'll do what I can.
Perhaps. But you saw me with that dragon, right? I barely could pull myself away. I do not know if it's the same for you and your hand, but
Samiris, I did burn down a part of the city you served. I burned down part of Greymouth. I don't know exactly what you are or how to fix it, but I'm not wholly good myself, but that doesn't mean that I can't be. And hopefully someday soon I can be better than who I was. Maybe the same is true for you.
I'd like to believe that, but the evidence doesn't really support the argument.
I understand. Telling people to do something that they didn't want to do is what lost me your mother. So it's not what I'm here to do. But I will spend every second I can playing songs and talking to you until I can't.
She looks at you. She stands up from her tree post, looks towards the rising sun, looks back to you, and walks over. She gives you a kiss on your forehead and says, "You're not wrong."
He just drops his lyre and hugs her.
She takes you. Impressive strength as she almost picks you up off your feet a little bit as she grabs you by the back.
Yeah,
and
he's
just
like
gives you a deep
exceptionally
hug.
weak.
Yeah, and she's exceptionally strong now, especially. She hugs and keep playing.
He holds on for a little bit longer. Then he lets go and he grabs his lyre, picks it up,
She
starts
stands
playing
up,
again.
stands up straight, looks at you, looks to the sleeping party. I'll be able to hear it. She smiles and wanders off into the distance.
He plays. And he just cries.
You notice, like, kind of in your chest area, there's another letter. One that's different from the one she gave to, for you for Ismeridia.
Yeah.
The song goes on.
After 4 hours, I'm sure everyone starts waking up.
Yeah. 2 more hours at this point go by. And as they do, you all begin to stir consciousness.
Morana like
for the-
jolts awake,
100%.
and I start looking for Samiris immediately.
Nowhere to be seen. You see Nepsis there, laying in his tree, half exhausted, playing his lute. Dried tears, maybe even still wet, streaming on his face.
She
We're all awake, right?
Yep, at this point, you're all stirring to consciousness.
I guess Zeke with no armor on will kind of walk up to Nepsis and like put an arm on his shoulder, just give him like a look.
He's just playing.
His skin singes a little bit.
Zeke will just give him a wordless nod and like a pat on the shoulder and kind of go back to the group.
how long ago did she leave?
Less than an hour.
I'm gonna like run outside and see if I can find her.
Might be his perception, but more accurately, like 2 hours. But
Okay.
yeah. But you can try if you want to make a survival check to try to like look for any tracks.
If it helps, Nepsis would point her down the right way.
That would give you advantage, and with that, that'd put you at the straight roll, which is the first roll you made, which is 15. 15?
16 total.
16. She wasn't trying to hide her tracks very much. She was simply walking, and you're able to follow them. You follow them. They go on for 2 hours if you want to follow their tracks.
Yes.
We'll say an hour if you run.
I'm
Because she was
running.
walking. Okay. About an hour down, you come to a clearing where the trees part. And there the tracks stop. Right at the edge of a small stream, you see the impression of what looks like someone who kneeled down.
Running water.
And with that, there is a small pile of ash, just kind of in that spot.
I fucking told her I could fix it. I fucking told her. Is there anything else in the pile of ash?
I don't think she was carrying anything that would survive. No, unfortunately not.
I'll reach down and grab a handful of the ash and put it in like a bag, like a little cloth bag, and
Put it in the Loca bag.
mix them all
Shake it up
together.
in there with a big protein
Shake
shake.
it up.
We're gonna have a combination of Lola.
Just fucked up chimera of a person.
Marana, this sounds familiar for you and I.
It could work just this one time.
I could fix it this once. And then
Yeah.
I'll head back.
Another hour passes, about 10 a.m. You're all kind of resting, coming to consciousness. You see your dragonflies have taken their various rests as well, as they all kind of string to consciousness at this point.
Oh, during that hour, Zeke was loading up his Suburban on the honey jar.
Just stuck it over his
Yeah,
face
just
and
stuck
he
it
just
over his snout or whatever it is, and like, hey, take you feel mad. I told you, I promised you. You're the wolf's share. You're the big boy. You're the guzzler. Got terrible
You
MPG.
need a little more to make the journey.
When I wake up, I reach out for my cup and it's a little too far away, and then I innately pull the cup to my hand. Oh, that's new. And my head feels pretty clear, especially because I can't remember my fucking name.
Opal, you know, feeling the lack of presence of Damaris, just kind of monk punches the earth really hard.
And it
Like,
almost is a crater.
No, yeah, not, but like just from like a sitting position, not like
with
that.
with your training and your power, you could still crater it a little bit, just a little bit.
I definitely hurt my hand, both real person and Opal.
If you cast a spell that needs 100 gold worth of diamond dust, and you have a diamond,
Gotta crush it up.
I have to crush it. The spell doesn't.
I've got a jeweler's kit if you need one.
I break the 200 gold diamond out of the ring that we got from Cobram's dead wife, and I hand it to you to crush.
You got this weird like memento mori collection thing going on.
If you die around me, you'll
I'm
never
gonna
really
collect something from you.
I think I have a jeweler's
Listen,
kit.
there's a reason thieves take from fucking nobles' graves. Wizards are spendy buyers.
That's true.
Bury yourself with your jewels, you're gonna get robbed, bitch.
Use them for spells instead. So you all kind of gather back. You see Marana walk back into the camp a little drearier.
What's wrong?
I could have.
What happened? What's going on?
I could have fixed it.
Well?
Yeah.
Look, she said what she was going to do, and she did it. Sounds like Nepsis to me. I don't know what you expected.
Well, can you crush this opal? Hand
Yeah.
off the
And I'll do that.
It's like just beer cannon
one hand.
on Zakian's forehead.
No,
yeah.
and I don't even think my monk hands can do that.
They do magic damage now, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, those
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
You totally
They've
could
done that for
punch
a while.
diamonds into dust for a minute. It would take a minute, but you
Magic-
In that
magic
case,
punches,
I won't
it's not
I won't
necessary.
exactly punch them. I will just like
Noogie
grind them
into-
down.
between
into
claws,
shape.
claw grinding them.
It
Can
takes a
you
while.
shave
to
like
get magic
very,
punches.
very anger, frustration.
It helps alleviate it a little bit as you grind it down. It takes a lot of pressure and it takes a lot of focus as you focus your key through your body and just.
Should I be
grind
spending
down
a
It
key-
has like a
No, no, no,
grinder,
no,
but
no,
you've just
this is-
chosen
this
the
is your
mortar and
attacks.
pestle style.
All right. And then I'll
Um,
once I'm done, I'll.
with that, let's take a 5-minute break here because we still have a lot we could get through here. So I want to kind of keep it brief so we can get back into it as soon as possible. So let's get back here at 11:10 so we can get through the rest of the session here with some time
You know,
left.
time constraint has resolved itself, so
Oh,
It resolved
nice.
itself. Nice.
well, I mean, it resolved itself, so we're no longer in a crazy hurry to get to Emberwell. I mean, we still want to go there, but
Oh, I thought you were talking about your 1 a.m.
I thought you were
Hampton
too.
Street.
but
'Cause you said you had to go
talking
at
about
1.
Nepsis' kid killing herself for that thing.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. We'll see you back in 5 or so minutes.
I'll be right back.
how do I view my passive perception? Do I know what that is?
And your passive perception is 10 plus your perception score.
Oh, okay. So that would be wisdom.
Whatever your
Which,
perception score is, if you have proficiency in it, you'd have like, I think you're a +5 or you +4.
I'm a +4 in wisdom with the +3 proficiency, so it'd be 17.
Oh, actually, don't forget to level up because Rita's long rested.
Oh, that's
we're at-
true.
Yeah, we're at +4 now.
Okay. I'm up to 18. That means I need to put it beyond.
But my passive perception is 22.
Jesus.
I
You
have
have
expertise in
like,
perception. Expertise.
What was that? Oh yeah, you have expertise, right? My characters.
My passive stealth is 23.
There it is. I think this is the right one. I don't recall. Wait, your passive stealth is 23? Is that a thing?
Some DMs use passive stealth. It's because like fucking
Yeah, if you're not actively stealthing, then like sometimes you'll just go unnoticed anyway.
well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of her how I wanted the character to be. Just like she fades into the background. That's just her thing. But passive perception sometimes ends up being like absurdly overpowered when against rogues and stuff like that, because like some creatures will have like passive perception 28, and it's just like, man, I even like or they have to constantly actively stealth against a person's passive perception, which is crazy. And then there's also a weird ruling that nobody listens to, that passive perception is the minimum you can roll for perception, which is like
kind of nice. If you've got good passive perception, that's great.
I mean, that's absurdly overpowered. Because like then stealth, like the DM can't use stealth anymore because it serves no purpose. Because one character has fucking eyes that are like everywhere. I mean, that's kind of what rogues become. If I was like an 11th level rogue or a 10th level rogue, I can't roll below a 10 with any skill I have proficiency in.
Man, a gnome rogue, like at high levels, is kind of busted. Especially if is it gnomes that no halflings can reroll ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So halfling rogues are
deep gnomes
Can't
get
roll lower than a 10.
non-detection as a racial thing though, which is pretty.
Also, gnome earth genasi
Right.
or furbolg.
Genasis get passed without trace, right?
Yeah. Racial passes out trace is insane.
Yeah. Air Genasis get invisibility, I think.
They get gust of air genasis get gusts of wind.
That's less crazy, even if it's invisibility. Invisibility's good. Don't get me wrong. Pass without trace is better.
Pass without trace has yet to accomplish a single thing in like 5 castings.
Get good.
Yeah.
Greater invisibility is better than all.
Yeah, no shit.
Greater invisibility. Yeah, that's one of the spells that like.
Somebody's gonna give me greater invisibility, and then just everything explodes.
You have advantage on everything. Everything is disadvantaged to hit you.
Also, like fog cloud for Opal would do the same thing.
Invisible atomic headbutts.
Because she doesn't see.
Dark.
True.
Also, yeah, that's true. If Murano drops darkness on top of Opal and she's surrounded, like Opal's in her fucking A game.
100%. And with that, we jump back in to the adventure. So, as you all wake up the next morning, kind of recoiling from the shock of the night's events, what would you like to do? coming back as a reminder
yeah.
from a dead friend. All right, yeah, friend's a loose term.
Did everyone level up?
Should have.
Long
Not
rest.
me.
Would you say that fighting a dragon would have given us 2 level up?
No.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Greetings.
Well, let's make it 3.
Are we level 20 right now?
Just now.
3
Nessus is
That
still
easy.
level 8.
Level 20.
So y'all reawaken? Oh yeah, you didn't take a long rest.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
That is what I said. That is what I said.
And we all did our dice roll game except for Resta.
Oh, I was gonna choose just the average,
No,
if that's still
sure.
cool.
Saves time.
It does take time. But the dice roll game's fun, and it usually results in higher than average.
I'll stick with the average.
Like,
I need to be I need to reliably be the tank. I mean, we got Zeke now, so that's
You
good.
can get higher than average most of the time, except if you're Matt.
Most
Yeah,
of the
except if
time,
you're me.
unless you're
Just
Matt,
don't be Matt.
gets higher than average.
He's-
Essentially,
I
you
know
roll
you just said
advantage.
now we got
Because you
Zeke,
roll
but,
and I
like,
roll,
do you
and
really?
then you choose which one you want. And if we roll
You
the
got
same,
the
you re-roll.
AC, and you got temp HP, like at the butt.
I
Don't
do
do
have
it.
HP at the S now.
Don't do it. I rolled a 1 and he rolled a 2. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, look, it's worth it sometimes. It's worth it most of the time.
Yeah,
Let
but
me get-
hypothetically,
yes.
you would have rolled a 2 anyway.
Yeah.
Or just take
Which
average.
is
Or
why
take average.
I just took average, so I got 6 plus 2.
That's so unlikely. With 2 rolls, you can roll above average. That's what
Most of
average
the time
means.
you would. Most of the time with 2 rolls, you would roll above average. But irrelevant. we're gonna move on. So as Allegro's kind of finishing his ritual now at this point, as you've been all talking, he's like, "All right, my butterfly is ready."
Yeah.
Oh hey, long time no see.
Well, I was like here 10 minutes after you landed.
I feel like I haven't seen you for a day.
Who is this?
It is me, Allegro, Banner Lord of
Oh,
Sinosera.
Greg.
Oh my god, please do not do it again. Oh my god. Good stuff. I didn't need that.
Oh, actually, guys, quick question. So Nefsis couldn't give it to me last night. Do any of you know my name?
See, it's
I told you several times.
Who went the boingy sound effect? I want to give you a hero point.
I'm pretty sure you're.
I'm sitting here waiting for someone else to say rest. I have like 12 sound effects that I've got lined up.
All right, so Zeke's made a weird sound with his voice. I don't know how he did that. Well, it can't be a name.
Guys, stop messing with her. You know your name is Liliana, right?
Damn it! I was ready.
Liliana?
Miranda?
Is that my name?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she's messing with you. I think the name
No.
that I was heard last was Rest.
Your name is Liliana. I don't know why they're messing with you right now.
You know, Miranda, you know what? You're the only.
You know, Marona is the only one you can ever trust to not fuck with you.
Yeah, that's the
Under any
thing. I'm really.
circumstances. Yeah.
I don't remember my name. It's not that I don't remember that she's can be a real nasty piece of work sometimes.
Probably all the drugs.
I'm gonna roll
is a hell of a
a
drug.
psychic die.
Speaking of drugs, would you like to surrender those new
You don't
drugs you
believe
have
me?
so
What
you
are you
don't have to do them? Perhaps
Oh,
to
yeah.
a trusted individual.
I guess now that we're not in a hurry, if you're gonna do your bump of
No,
chicken,
I'm
it's
saying
time.
you shouldn't do that, and you should give it to, say, this one or me. And he points to
Why do you want my
Nexus.
drugs?
I want you to not do them. That's why.
Allegra, have you heard of some Fey bullshit that made him forget his name? Made her forget her name? Have you heard of this? Is there a way to solve it?
Is it really that important that she knows her name?
Her name is Liliana. What are
I
you
guess
guys?
not.
What are you guys doing?
I mean, the last time that. So I've had this happen sort of before. Rest. Uh,
I got him for days.
How,
Good.
how are you doing
Uh,
that with your voice?
So the last time that this happened to me, I needed to have a restoration performed. I lost my entire memory.
That was in there.
The worst part's right there. You just got off for you.
You're not gonna pull one over on me, no sir.
Damn. Thought I was gonna get one through, but no, I actually wasn't even thinking of that. That's funny. Yeah, but
A what duration?
don't even worry about it. As Seeking just lets out a huge fart for no reason.
We can't afford that. Like, we got those diamonds there for like saving people's lives. My name's you know.
Let's just call you Jeff.
for
How's
some-
that sound?
For some reason, Liliana's apparently fitting for me.
It's a really great name. I always thought you had the best name.
I don't disagree with that. It feels like I don't disagree with it.
You know,
Because I-
Fit in
come off as
time.
a
Lorana
really
is
to me?
visibly laughing, like she's giggling.
I
We
could
gotta
maybe
do
help if I
something
get
so
some
you can
sleep.
get this. Yeah.
Let's
Well,
get
if
to-
it passes, we should probably have something to address you by if you can't, like, call me
Lily
your real
works fine, I suppose.
Yeah, Lily.
Anyway, I can still fight pretty good, so I think.
Hmm.
So let's go to Emberwell. Still got a
Wait.
while to go.
Before we leave, I'm still so tired. So very
Don't
tired.
sleep some more.
I'm going to cast Greater Restoration twice
Every time.
on myself to get
You're
rid
not gonna get that word past me.
Do you have them? Do you have the diamonds for that? Greater is like a 500.
No, it's 100.
It's a 100.
Is 100?
It's
500's resurrection or raised
100
dead or
gold
something.
worth of dust.
That's why I
Okay.
just had Opal grind up that 200
Okay.
gold diamond.
I'm smushing up a baby diamond to be. And that's what I did.
I was really worried you were gonna stop
More
at baby, and I'm
angrily.
like, mhm.
You
The
know
tabaxi
me.
thing.
It's how I roll.
So, you smush the diamonds, cast Greater Restoration on yourself. I can't even say it. I'm not even here.
Nope.
Just the world.
Where?
Can't
Just
even hear the
scroll.
word of God. Pixie
Damn.
magic is crazy stuff.
What are we gonna do for the rest of the day? Ah, you're late. You're too late.
I have to change the sound every time. Or else it's just annoying.
Okay,
This isn't annoying. This is art.
I
No
I
one's starting to
think I
feel.
fix it, but I'm really loving the soundboard work, so I don't want to fix it.
Now I'm starting to feel like whatever you guys are trying to say is my name.
Yep.
Can't
Yeah,
figure
your
out
name
what it
was
is. though.
Liliana. What do you mean?
Guys, is she lying to me?
Let's just go with the Leon until this thing wears off.
Yeah,
yeah,
we,
you know,
we
let's
have
go.
we have
We
some
need
stuff
to
we gotta
go.
take care of.
Does anyone think they can
Yeah.
fly while I go to sleep?
Hey,
Like,
Resta.
yeah.
I got it
You
You
through.
can try.
Did you hear? I got it through.
Yeah, but now he's not going to believe you.
Gee.
Okay.
That's really meta.
Play
Um,
my
Really
games.
meta at this point. It's heat.
Hey, we had a question from Nefsis. Do we think we can fly with while he's
I mean, we got the Humvee over there, so maybe he can, do fine, right?
I mean, we should try it. Maybe we can position underneath him in case he starts to slip, and we can catch him or ease him down to the ground. And
I think we can just like tape him to the
What's
dragonfly and slather him in honey and stick him to the dragonfly. He'll be fine.
Then the
All
other
right, well,
dragonflies will eat me.
Well, I guess I'm a man of my word.
all right, well, let's give it a try.
Whoa.
I was gonna say that's a dirty trick. slash 100 slash roll 100.
I see how
Um,
appreciated my art is. I get it. I see now. I see what it is. Since we rolled shit.
If you would have rolled an actual 100, I would have given it to you.
Now you get a
I did
half
roll a real
point.
one. I did roll a real one, and it was not the number.
Yeah, it was not. So, as you all mount up, finish your preparations, you all ready to head to Emberwell and play the game?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Is
real
anyone
quick,
else missing a hero point?
What? Who?
Oh,
Thieves 0 points. New was at 11.
When
Who
you
was
upgraded your character sheet, did the hero point not carry over?
yeah, if you updated from D&D Beyond and you made it overwrite inventory, then you'll lose everything that you put into Foundry.
Don't do that.
Which brings into the question I was going to ask: who has the Behir pelt that Zeke's been wanting to make armor out of for like a month?
That would be
that's me.
helpful.
Making sure someone still has it. Cool.
I don't remember how much it was though. It was like 45 pounds, 25 pounds.
Whatever it is, a
I'll
lot.
tell you at 3,000 pounds.
I also don't have the negative 75 token anymore.
Cheater! Oh
I-
no, all of your inventory got deleted.
I
Yeah.
forgot to write more stuff down in my D&D character. I kept track of all of my ammo and shit.
Yeah, you had 0.
I'm
That's
fine.
It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a rollback.
There's not really a rollback. You didn't have anything too crazy besides your ammunition count and
Yeah,
roll
just
count.
the Behir stuff. I have the ink and the Ferrano's musket, and
You had 7. You had 7 bullets of your Exandria bullets, and or of your musket, and you had 0 of your not.
Yep, yep. And then I mean I sent a message to you in the thing. I'm missing a hero point, my thief ink, Ferrano's musket, and then I'll just like the weight token.
I think I have all those.
A lot of logistics today.
Just to carry away. Yeah, logistics.
What if you
Sure.
update D&D Beyond? Uncheck inventory.
That is
Yep.
true. You wouldn't have to worry about this if you did do that. And your addictions. Oh, your checks are still there, but your addiction's gone. Gotta re-add your addiction. Gotta give you addiction again. Welcome to addiction.
Get dicked. Oh, how many of my torches did I use for this camp thing? I have 10 of them.
All of them.
Cool.
I have a better answer for you. I'm sorry.
No. I'm super down. If we used all 10 to like perimeter the thing, that's cool. I've had these 10 torches forever.
As do most D&D.
Did I use
Anyways.
a hero point?
I've got a shit ton of rope, by the way. I've got 200 feet of rope.
Use it.
That's a lot of weight.
40 pounds.
Musket. There's the musket. And that. Oh, and then the hero point. Because then
Well-
you did at least have one. There you go.
And
There
the
we go.
thief ink
Nessus,
is
you want
Oh,
us
the
to
color
fly
thief,
underneath you as we fly?
And color thief's brush. There you go. Boom.
Is there someone that can drive? I'd like to sleep on the way.
and the Behir hide I think was like 45 pounds.
We'll
I
say
think I can
45
tow
pounds,
you.
and you got the inventory.
We can probably just rope your dragonfly to mine and just tow you if you feel right.
Yeah, but like, how is he gonna stay on top of the dragonfly without just falling off?
We have
Rope.
200 feet of rope.
Oh, we tie him to the dragonfly, true.
That's what we're gonna do.
And that is
All
what
right,
you
Nessus,
do.
fly down.
I'm not even making a check
He
because I
starts
just
going to
want
sleep.
to have it done.
I think whenever Zeke is like roping up his dragonfly to the back of Zeke's F-150, I think he's gonna like try to lean in a little bit closer to Nessus and say, hey, that ring that I gave you a while back, you mind if I take that from you?
He's probably wearing it, but like barely just like holds his hand out and just starts spinning it off his finger.
Nessus,
And
let
then
me
Zeke will
remind
pick
you,
up
it's
after,
10:57. That means you won't be able to benefit from the long rest until the next 10:57. Because it's a 24-hour cooldown to benefit from long rest.
But I never got my cool. But what? I never got a cooldown. Cooldown based on what?
It's the cooldown from when you take your long rest.
Yeah,
never
so
took
he's
it.
saying till the next 10:57 you won't be able to take another one from now.
All right.
Right.
Sure.
You're good to take it now. It's just you're going to be on a different sleep schedule from everybody else. What I'm saying.
Oh,
Unless we just stay up and fix it. Whatever.
And
I
we're
mean,
all
we
on
may
the
just
night
have to
schedule.
take a full day somewhere anyway, so
Yeah, we're going to Emberwell. We
Alright,
might finally have downtime.
Theoretically.
Let's go do that.
All right.
After what happened to Marana, I'm a little nervous. So, and I think
Start-
Zeke is then going to go over to Marana and try to give her that ring.
Start flying back to town.
If she'll take it.
Ring.
To the town
Yeah,
that you fly
uh,
to.
50 gold platinum ring that he got.
Oh,
at
but I'm
their,
a widow. I
wedding
can't
to him.
possibly take a ring.
Marana, take that damn ring.
Yeah, before
What is
Nessus
it for?
passes out, he'll be like, "We're on it tomorrow. Be ready."
Okay.
Don't lose it.
Don't lose it.
Don't lose it, and don't try to argue if I try to do my magic with it.
Don't lose it!
Argue if I try to do my magic.
They all start to take off. You all take off towards Emberwell. It's gonna be a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10-hour journey. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you all arrive,
Whoa, long rest, baby.
yeah. As you wake up at 9 p.m.
Hell yeah,
As you
dude.
sort of fly around,
Seeking. That's it. Okay.
landing in the center of Emberwell. For those of you that have never been to such a city, congratulations. You're there.
There are so many things we haven't remotely explored around Emberwell. Jesus.
Yes.
This is basically like where Zeke has spent the entirety of his life, and Matt has no idea what this looks like. Oh, it's a couple of trees in a road.
Correct.
Nice.
As you make your way back in through the river round path, now flying over. You guys landing in the center of town?
Going
Oh.
straight to the tent of mysteries. Please and thank you.
As you like fly over,
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be there anymore.
Zeke's landing his dragonfly and Nefsus is in tow, like in the biggest opening he can find, wherever the biggest clearing is.
That'd probably be the center of town.
There you go. That's
I
where
hate
Zeke's
it.
parking him and Nefsus. You guys can go where the fuck you want, but I've got a trailer.
I'm actually
Yes,
going to reveal
nowhere.
this map to all of you because you've all been here enough that you get all the beautiful view of the city.
What
We
the
could
fuck
just
is
get a
that?
break group.
What is what?
I never saw the Fey Grove before.
Yeah, well, you didn't go up there. So
If
fuck
you would
you.
have gave us this map when we first got here, we would have never left.
No one asked Martin about it. On and on.
You're accurate
True.
in that description.
Here's a meta question for you. Where would Zekian live? This is like basically where
There.
he's lived and grown up his entire life. So
There,
where?
right there. Right there.
Oh, really?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you all about the Fag Grove.
Right there.
Oh,
Hey,
and now it's invisible.
give that back.
Right
Where
there.
did it go?
Uh-huh.
I lost it. Can't I write in small letters? Why is it all these weird... My pen. My pen's broken. It's leaking
My
ink
house.
everywhere.
My
Anyways.
equity.
So, you all land within town. It's quite late, and you kind of cause quite a bit of ruckus amongst the late dwellers within town. But as you arrive, Opal, you hear a calling. So you feel a calling is more accurate towards the Emberwell itself. You feel as though you have the tools necessary. It's only up to you to take the dive.
What do you
How strong? Like, would you say that this is an overwhelming pull,
It's
or
not compulsory. It's not like
Okay.
making you do it. It's just it's a strong
would-
draw to do it.
Would somebody accompany me to the Temple of the Green Mother?
Yeah, I haven't been there in ages.
Yeah,
So
I
I
need,
Need to
wonder-
revisit.
I need some stuff maybe, so I'll go too.
I want to speak to the spring walker. What it was called? It's been a long time.
It's been a long
Hold on.
time. It's been
Hold
30
on.
years since
Hold on.
I've
I've
been
got
here.
spring. Yeah, it is the spring walker. I think.
Or warden?
No, it's
Right.
the Grove Warden and the Spring Walker. The Grove Warden is the one that watches over the Fey Grove, which Zekian is quite familiar with, and it's the Spring Walker who
Who
is the
leads the prayers
yeah.
and the. Yeah. Yes, that's who I want to talk to.
100%.
They're probably not there because it's 10 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night or whatever. But I'm gonna try
You
anyway.
enter in, and the temple is open. It is empty, and as you start to kind of enter into the space, you look around for anyone who, quote unquote, works here. There is one overnight priest who's just kind of tending to the temple itself.
The graveyard shift, if you will.
Yeah, essentially. And he looks at you and, hello, have you come to offer your prayers to the Green Mother?
After a fashion. Good evening. My name's Opal, and I was tasked, along with a few others, to rid the town of necromancers. I-
You're
have
that
they been?
Tabaxi. I've heard of you.
Have they been? Has the necromancy been causing any more problems in Emberwell since the last time we were here?
From what I can tell, it's been quiet since you've dealt with the problem, and many among the town number hold your name in quite high regard.
Well, that's really nice to hear. I appreciate that. You haven't seen the Spring Walker recently. I'd
She
really
is
like
up
a
in the
chance to speak with
tower.
her.
She is up in the top of the tower is her quarters. She is resting there for the night, and she'll be available in the morning unless you have urgent business.
This may be urgent business. If
Then
it's
you
at
can
all
go
possible to
and
speak with her.
disturb her. And he points over to the staircase going upwards.
Uh,
I
Oh,
won't be the one to do it.
that's fair enough. I understand. I'll turn to the rest of it. You don't have to come with. I think I can speak with Mr. Springwalker.
How
Alone.
does what does Zeke know about like the general feel for Fey folk in this specific temple? Green Mother's Fey stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This temple
She
is
is
very much like advocating for the importance of Fey culture within Emberwell and its surrounds.
No, I'd really like to go with you if that's cool. Like I
Yeah,
said, it's been ages since I've been here.
You're more than
Say my
welcome.
hellos.
Upon entering this temple, does Nefs's arm do anything weird?
Nope.
Cool. Nefs is just going to ask the priest that's here. He's like, by chance, do you sell any sort of like incense or anything I can buy? Trying to do a
Certainly.
ritual of a kind.
How much do you need? We have quite a large stock.
I need about
Grass around here grows plenty.
900 gold.
Certainly, it's a large purchase. We can make that happen.
I got a number of gems I can trade.
It works fine for me as long as they have the appropriate value.
Oh, well, you see, they equal about 825 gold worth. Is there any way we can negotiate the other 75?
It's weird that you would tell me they're worth 825 gold and then try to negotiate past that point. But make a persuasion check and we'll see where you can get.
They're very nice emeralds, rubies, and
Good Fey.
I like the cut of your jib.
blue sapphires.
Typically,
I like the cut of your
typically you
gem.
would try to convince somebody that these gems are worth 900 gold.
He's being straight with you. He's telling you
What?
that's real
What
market
if I
value.
roll
You can always
a
try to
30?
You are so honest that I think I will just give you the extra.
I appreciate your honesty.
no
I
gems
appreciate
needed.
being forthright.
Of course. No one ever would call me a liar. They all call me forthright.
Tell you what, throw in 50 gold and I'll make the deal.
Wait, that's only 25 gold off of what it would have been normally.
You're right.
Which is lower than the persuasion rule.
Well, that is so generous of you to cut off 25 gold of that offer.
It's a lot of money.
900 gold purchase.
No.
25 gold is more than enough to feed 25 peasants for a year.
I guess I'll have to come back to you on that offer, generous as it is, to save 25 gold
You're
on
saving
a
25
900
He has
gold.
any
gold
diamond
purchase.
dust.
You're
That's
saving 25 gold. What's your point?
That's incredible. I if you would, please. I hope you don't get in trouble for giving me such a generous offer.
I
will
would
be-
only get in trouble if I gave you an insanely ridiculous discount, like half off, or even
True.
30% off.
True. Less than 10% though. Also ridiculous.
Not so much.
Oh, not so. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe we
Perfect.
should keep talking.
Less than 10% is well within my price range of giving,
Okay.
especially if it's around the
All
2
right,
to
you know, I'm
3%
about to head
mark.
Maybe we
upstairs.
should talk a
I
bit
know.
harder. I don't know
How
if
about
my
wait.
I don't know if my persuasion has gotten to you enough. So, let me tell you how pretty you are. Did
How
I tell
much
you my
do
daughter
you-
just died?
How much were you looking to get off on this particular
You see, I was
purchase?
hoping to get off 75 gold
75.
only off of a 900 gold purchase.
Less than 10%.
So you wanted it for...
I wanted it for
925
825 gold.
You were buying 900 gold worth. That's...
Yes,
Hmm,
less than
that's,
10%.
hefty. That's a hefty sum.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to put you out like this.
You understand all of our coin goes to those in need.
Yes. Well, maybe these gems will go to those in need. And also, this incense goes to those in need.
You understand this isn't a store for profit. This is a temple for the good
Which means
of
I'm
the
sure
surrounding
that this
area.
825 gold offer will be even more appealing to you because you're not looking for profit. You're just looking to help out those in need. And I am
sell
most certainly in need.
At cost.
I have a demon hand. I would like to fix this.
Yeah.
Or I could just have a demon hand.
Look,
He
I
puts
don't
his
even know what to
demon
say
hand in
to
his
that.
face. Demon hand.
I really
He
don't know what to
touches
do
his
with that.
cheek.
I prefer you not.
Demon hand.
He touches his
Suck
bottom.
his soul through his
He
face.
looks over to Zekian. Could you control your friend a little bit?
You know,
Demon.
usually I would. He's kind
I'm
of
sorry,
in
the
that
demon
way,
hand
but
is doing it by itself. He puts his
No.
arm on the hand.
I
He's
think
like,
in
"Stop
this
it, demon
situation,
hand."
starting with him.
I can't control it. If you would, sir, father.
Look, my
priest.
friend, he's not trying to get these incense. For
I'll give you
fun.
35 gold off.
Ah, incredible. Okay, no deal.
Very well.
We'll, Nessus, we'll find a place that cares.
We'll give you less than cost.
He starts touching things with his
Essentially.
demon hand. He's like, let me just go up to your altar. And he starts touching all of it.
Ugh.
Eh,
Please
I'm
stop.
trying to be less on your side as you keep going on here.
I'm just exploring. I'm sorry.
I'm
He puts
blind in
his-
one eye.
Puts
I
a
have
finger
to-
up to his lips. Shh, shh, shh. I'm just exploring. And he touches his face. And he drags down.
Just
The priest is looking at me like,
central.
if you weren't so reputable in the town, I'd call the guards on you.
Hand, stop it. Don't touch him there. We'll be on our way, sir.
That is
I'm sorry.
is
I
no
didn't
no.
mean to bother you.
You've bothered me very much.
I'm so sorry. It's the demon hand. If only there was a way to stop it.
If you want to come back for the incense, it's going to be full price.
Of course, of course. I'm trying my best, sir. And he grabs his hand, and the hand's like pushing back, and he's like walking out the door. Like, no, no, we're going. You've embarrassed me enough.
Basically full price already.
Look, I understand you're all a bunch of rich bitches, and you don't appreciate the value of 75 gold, but
We do appreciate the value of 75 gold, which is why he's not willing to spend it.
He punches out a window, and he goes, hand, stop.
We'll
I'm
find
going
someone
to
sell the gems to
proceed-
at higher pricing.
imagine going to McDonald's and be like, no, you know what? Your $2 burger that's on the dollar
Imagine
menu
going
on
to
sale
McDonald's and
is
seeing
not
a
worth
$2
it.
burger. It says, I have $1.80. And the burger slinger saying, no.
No, they'll say no every time, baby.
Imagine Mr. Donald saying no.
Mr. Donald.
No.
This burger cost me less than 50 cents to make.
I don't
Fuck
accept
you.
your $1.80, even if you're very pretty.
I'm trying to run a business here, not for profit though. No, we'll find a place to sell the gems for higher value. For sure.
And I'm going to head upstairs. I've already headed upstairs.
Yeah,
I
Zeke's
didn't wait
like-
for that nonsense. That was-
Nepsis started trying to desecrate a Fey Eldest temple. Zeke was like, I'm no longer on your side, and just left.
I kind of just am sighing on my way up.
Before
just
he closes the door, he's like, "Did I tell you
echoes.
my daughter died?" And he closes the door.
So as you are
Literally
you
an
both
hour
out-
ago.
Did I tell you I'm an amputee and my daughter died
This
in the
morning,
span of the
closes
same
the
24
door.
I'm a war
hours?
veteran. I'm a
Reopens
war veteran
like
who
this
lost
morning.
his
Closes the
daughter.
door. Also, I'm saving the world. Closes the door.
Also, here's my wife's skull.
Oh, yeah, here's a body you need to
Yeah.
take care of. Thank
Opens the door. Also, I'm a better priest than you. Closes the door.
So as you mock the priest, we'll go over to Opal for a second, who walks up the stairs, and you find yourself at the front of a lofty, elven crafted style door. It is you can't really see it, so I'm gonna tell you, but it's beautiful, and up to you what you do.
I'm going to approach and knock on the door. Excuse me. Sorry, Springwalker. I hate to bother you at this hour, but I need some guidance.
A few minutes pass as you say what you're saying, and then a few minutes after, you hear some like disturbances inside as someone is probably rousing from bed. As they come forward, push the door open. She's you can't really tell, but she's like wearing a nightgown type dealio. For those of you who haven't seen her, this is Haldili. She looks at you and says, you were here some time before, a long while before it feels like. I've heard your name around town. Apparently you've been doing good things, and I don't know if that means you should... Yes. Great. I don't know if that means you should be disturbing me in the middle of my rest. I have very important things to do throughout the day, but what is it?
Is she an elf?
She's an elf.
Reese? No, it's okay. Keep going. I'm not going to interrupt.
So, I mean, there's a little bit of a story to all this, but I have been spoken to before by the Green Mother, and
Sorry, she's a half elf. I lied.
I've been spoken to by the Green Mother before, and I need some guidance, maybe on what to do next. The first time I was in this temple, I knelt before an altar and got really sleepy and had sort of a fever dream, where she spoke to me and said that she would give guidance if I were to help rid the town of the necromancy. And we did ultimately. Took some time, but we did. And she said that if I needed assistance, that I should plunge myself into the Emberwell. And then I remember being warned that if I did, that I was at serious risk of bodily harm or mental harm for doing so. But you seem like you would know what to do better than anyone. And we are, there is a bit of a larger crisis than the single necromancer that beset this town in the past.
So, sorry, I'm a little bit tired. You want my advice on what to do next?
Yeah, I mean, and more specifically, how familiar are you with the Tears of the Eldest?
I've heard stories of them. They are powerful. Who's moving the token? Cheaters.
We're in the temple.
I don't care. I'm watching all of you.
What the fuck? Okay, fine. Let's go back. We're not in the temple. We're
No, you can't
yelling
move
really
anymore.
far.
You can't move anymore.
Okay,
Ugh.
fine. We're just yelling down the road.
So, when she looks at you and just... The tears are powerful Fey artifacts. I know of them. They were scattered. They're scattered. Still scattered. nor the chat. Through the realm. Whenever a eldest, specifically, does some sort of gesture of power. Whenever they allocate a large amount of their energy towards some sort of effort in the material plane, it usually results in a few byproducts. Those byproducts being the tears.
Have you ever heard of an eldest wanting the tears returned to them?
I can imagine that all of them would want them returned for every effort. Those stones can be returned to them, and they can reabsorb some of the energy they wasted, some would say, on whatever effort they created. It would make them more powerful in layman's term.
Very well. I know it's late, but would you be willing to oversee me taking a trip into the Emberwell? Just to
Just staring at you.
assist.
Why?
The Green Mother spoke to me and asked me to come visit her not more than a week ago.
Look,
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt real quick.
yeah.
Matt doesn't know shit about what an Emberwell is or what it does. I'm sure Zeke does. Would Opal saying,
It's
"Can
just
you follow me into the Emberwell," is that like fucking spooky to me, or is that like a Sunday walk?
Well, the
People don't go
Emberwell is
into
a
the
well
well.
in the center of the town.
It's that.
Right. Yeah,
it-
I can
and-
see it on the map. What is
Right.
that?
It's
It's
just
a big,
well.
swirling pool of reddish-colored water.
Oh,
So you saying that if you accompany me to the Emberwell, you mean will you drown with me, or does this actually go somewhere?
it does not
People
go
don't go in
anywhere
it.
per se. You're
Huh.
not supposed to go in it, really, as I
Why?
recall.
Like
The
according
party has
to
not
who?
been into it, so they don't know. According
Is
to
this like
according
a,
to like
a taboo? Has someone
there are
said not to go
guards.
in it?
There are guards like posted around it. They're like, hey, don't go in it.
Oh.
And they don't let people like drown in it. They don't let people drink from it. They don't let people go in it. It is simply sort of
Okay,
like
it's
a
just a taboo
religious
thing. It's not like
kind of
a faith thing that I would know. Okay.
so yeah, exactly. Same information they would have, you would have on this one.
Just
Oh.
to catch Matt up to speed of how ridiculous or how like totally normal that request just sounded.
It's a little weird, for
Okay.
sure.
So you want to go to the well? Sure.
Or even just give your blessing to allow me to pass.
You can do that?
I'll send word to the guards and who's this one that you brought? Because I think Zeke had joined you.
Yeah,
Yeah, Zeke's with him.
This is my friend Zeke.
Yeah. Hi, Zekean. I'm
I feel like I've seen you around the Fey Grove.
yeah, that's who I'm from. You might know me as Ginger Crown. That's what they call me there.
I've heard
It's
that nickname.
been a while. I haven't been here in a bit.
Well, all are welcome, especially those touched by the Fey. And
Sure. Appreciate it.
that being said, I'm very tired. I can very quickly have to put on a coat or something, but I'll take you to the Emberwell and let you splash around or whatever.
Does this have to happen tonight, Opal, or can this wait? Does
The
she need to-
sooner the better.
Okay, yeah, sure.
All right. Well, sure. I've heard good things of your name. I don't see why you would do anything of ill will.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
She accompanies you as she like exits the tavern. The priest that was harassed before kind of runs up to her and is like, "Not right now," and kind of pushes past. As you all exit out into, I don't know who the fuck's talking anymore, but all of you just shut the fuck up. uh, as a collective, all of you are wrong. All of you. So, as you exit the temple here and kind of head back towards the Emberwell, you see the guards there kind of looking in reverence towards the sudden approach of the Spring Walker as they look at her, "Milady, you know the drill, guarding the Emberwell as we always do." And she's like, "Yes, yes. This one wants to bathe in it." And they look a little confused at each other. It's for religious purposes. And they're like, "Oh, we don't argue." And they part, allowing you to take entry to the
Zeke's,
Emberwell.
I think, gonna like grab Opal by like the scarf and pull Opal's head down so he can speak. He's so small. Like, hey, do you need help with this thing, or you want to go in alone?
I think I'm gonna do this one alone.
Yeah,
Thanks.
sure, okay. I'll be here.
And Springwalker, I'm sorry. I don't know if I ever caught your name even the first time.
My name is Haldili.
Aldili.
Mm.
Okay. Well, Haldili, I can't say how much I appreciate.
Without the parentheses, yes. Or not the parentheses, what are they called?
Apostrophe? Nailed it.
Apostrophe, that's it.
Cool.
Nailed it first time. First guess.
0 point.
For me, you're right.
And I will, as I recall, what I can't remember it. Player can't remember exactly what the Green Mother said, whether it was just to submerge my head or to place my entire being in there. But I would do whatever it was that I was told.
She said go in there with a tear.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's true. I need. Well, that was that was later, but well, let me see. Hey, Nephthys.
Yeah.
How's your demon hand doing?
Oh, it's fine. I was just doing that as a joke.
You remind me, wild, how similar you are in some ways to. Never mind. Now I'm gonna try something that may bring us a lot of aid in maybe undoing some of what has been done to rectify further things that are currently happening. But I might need you to trust me with the tier.
Has Nessus picked up the idea? I mean, that's like a lot of the Green Mother. I remember Nephthys and
Back
Zeke
in the tomb, we
both
had a little moment about
rolled
it.
pretty well on the Green Mother. So if Zeke's there, Nephthys is going to kind of grab onto the tier titans and be like, Opal, the Green Mother is evil. And you want to potentially give her this tier.
I don't know if she's evil.
No,
I mean,
she's evil.
Would this offend me? God.
Make a religion check.
I mean,
I don't know.
I know that she is in opposition to, or seems to be in opposition to the Water Lord. She wants the other
Which
tiers
wouldn't offend
protected.
you because it's not inaccurate.
Okay, that's more what I was asking.
She's like a beautiful rose. And when you go to grab it, you get pricked by the thorns. She is appealing, but she's extremely dangerous. I fear that you're falling for her trap.
Nice.
Poetic. But yeah, that's why I was asking if you want me to go with you on this one. Green Mother's not exactly the most yeah, Nifs has summarized it well.
Maybe you can use the dust, but I I am personally not comfortable giving you the whole tier to bring to her.
I mean, do
Just shaking 2 vials of dust like.
I mean,
I've
Resta,
got-
if you're offering them, I'll take them. But
Zeke has one.
I mean, yeah, sure, I'd take one of those too.
At
I
least
just
we can prove that we have some sort of collateral so we can see what we can get out of her before just presenting her a tier.
yeah.
just,
I
you
mean,
know.
she probably. I mean, she has yet to give me much more than information. I do recall that she did offer us some aid earlier on in our.
I'm just gonna give you a heads up. I'm pretty sure that this will fuck you up.
Is that
Okay.
your expert
Just saying.
opinion?
That's
Unless you
I'll
can hold
take
your
that.
shit, it'll fuck you up.
I will take the risk.
I'll stand at the edge of the Emberwell, and if I think
I'll
you're in trouble, I
pop
can
out
maybe throw
the-
the tier in, but
I give her a bump.
I'm worried.
Give her a bump?
Oh,
No, I'm not going to. I'm not doing a bump. I'm taking I want a vial of it.
You want to start the whole thing? I got you.
Yeah.
Opal, do you know
Nice head,
why she needs the tier?
She didn't say. I
Because
was hoping to talk to her and find out what she wants it for, what it's going to do, and
Why did
how
she-
it's going to help us undo the damage caused by Xanthus. I mean, that's really what I'm after. I don't necessarily hold particular allegiance to any deity beyond Autumn, but
my question is just why did she ask to you? Because Emberwell is sort of like her town, and there's 2 tiers here.
That's a good
Because
point.
Opal's the
Yeah.
one that's most trusting of her, apparently. Nefsis doesn't. I'm a little on edge. You're clearly not okay with it.
Who?
I'm gonna.
It's kind of
Have
a
I been
thing.
offered vials by? I got the one from Zeke. Resta, do I get one from you?
Start with
Just because. Can Nefsis
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
an insight on
I-
on Opal saying that she just offered information? 'Cause
Sorry,
I
I
don't think
don't
that's
know.
entirely true.
It is. No.
She
That's
also
definitely
offered you your eyesight, or in some way potentially brought it up as an option of coming back. It's not wholly selfless that you're looking to do this.
Well, I mean,
She'd offer you more, so yeah, I would say yes. You can make an insight.
yeah, go
And
for it.
if
But
you're- if
I
you're
would
t-
just tell you, like, I'll tell you full out what Opal's thinking, because I'm not trying to hide anything here. Yeah. So what I was, so the first time I had this dream where
Cat.
she promised that if I had, or that if we were able to defeat Cobram, that she would, you know, or when we lost Cobram, that she would help give us some guidance as to what to do next and how to continue to combat the greater dangers. And it took us a while to defeat Cobram, and when we did, I was offered some information, and all I needed to do was enter the Emberwell. And beyond that, I went to when we were in the sandstone tombs, or where were they? Is that what they're?
Sandstone
Yeah,
tombs.
sandstone tombs. And we defeated that vampire, and I was holding a tear, and I tried to just like concentrate on it, and she spoke to me again and just said, "Bring me the tear." I think that she wants to combat Radagon.
That tracks. Hidley says. Radagon is one of our greatest and oldest foes.
And so even if she may not, it seems like you're all a little trepidatious about what her intent is, but at the very least, her intent is to be an obstacle to whatever the Waterlord is hoping to achieve.
And look,
I'll
let me explain. She
Yeah, we're
She
a little
is
cautious 'cause
evil.
the deity of manipulation, Opal? It's like kind of a thing.
I thought it was nature.
Yes, exactly. She
Well, I
likes
don't really know
plant.
if you're the most trustworthy to take advice from. Sorry.
Sure.
Just kind of
sure.
your whole religion.
Fair. Yes, she is likely one of the most manipulative entities of the first world, but the when she uses her schemes and her seduction to get her way, she does so to act as an impartial guide for nature. It is to restore the balance in the process. She is an advocate of natural selection, and she does so by exploiting weaknesses.
How does she feel about cannibalism?
Well, if it's for the need of survival,
Fucking.
Where does humanity fit into this nature? Is nature just the trees and the Fae, or is it also the people living here?
It's not just the trees and the Fae.
exactly. It is
Oh.
not just.
Not usually one to speak out too
creatures.
much, but
Are
that's
you
one thing I'm
saying
pretty
that
adamant
you
about.
would trust her?
What are
I
her
would.
feelings on the
Of
Lantern
course, shut up.
King?
The Lantern King and her get along sometimes. They both like their tricks, as do many of the Fae, but
Okay, that's a red flag.
hers
That's
are.
a green flag all the way. What do you mean?
With
hers
the Lantern King has
darker.
done nothing but be helpful to us.
True.
And the Green, so far, to me at the very least, Green Mother has done nothing but be helpful either.
Double
If you
true.
don't forget, he abducted Martin.
You know.
From a killing blow.
Double true. Triple true.
He helped us with
Alright.
the golem. I mean, there.
All right, all right.
We can do a
I'm
divination
impressed with
to
how much
see.
interaction you lot have had with the eldest. That's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, we hang with them.
I feel like I found you guys a little late.
I'd say
Yeah.
too.
I feel
probably
like we
too
found
much
him a
for
little
anyone in
early.
a lifetime.
I think we just found him a little early. Yeah,
I mean,
actually,
he gave me this
listen.
amazing bag. This star.
Let Nifsis see if he can talk to his gods or whatever, and see if like he comes back. You know, like it's gonna be okay, or like
At least for the
You
next
know?
7 days.
And it is also according to what the deity itself knows, or the entity, in some cases.
So are you going to
asking
perform
for
this divination?
for a deity to tell you what another deity's gonna do?
A deity that is not evil. Yeah, sure. I'll take their word on it a little bit more.
Just seems very presumptuous.
But this is
Sure.
a reminder. Very few, if any, creatures are omniscient in the world.
Yeah,
Even
I'm
gods
asking a
and
deity for how an
deities.
event's gonna turn out, sure, but asking a deity about what another deity's gonna do? That's
well, I think if we could just get like an opinion that's
Hey, what's your opinion on this god?
Is this generally going to work out well in the next 7 days? Yeah, I'll take one of the outsider gods' opinion on what's going to occur in the next 7 days over an eldest. I hope that's not too offensive.
Is what it is. One was here long before the other, and the other is a recent incursion into our realms. Whichever you decide to.
One takes great joy in being manipulative, which, trust me, is not all that
Just
good.
do the
gonna
spell.
say.
That's not accurate. It's not
What if
joy.
we-
It's so much as a need
An
to do so.
obsession, a need, even better.
What if we ask
You would
someone like the
understand.
Lantern King what
I
he
would
thinks?
understand. Doesn't work out.
we don't have the we how do we talk to him?
I can talk to him.
I trust us
Allegra kind of
Five
looks at you all and is
with
like,
this tier more than I do any eldest.
that's fair.
"What if we ask Desna?"
Okay.
I would also trust Desna's opinion over an
This
eldest.
sounds
I
like a
can't-
better idea.
I can't personally.
While
ask
they're
Desna,
all
shut
talking-
the fuck up, Allegro.
but I was hoping one of you could with all this ideas
can.
of talking.
God.
While
you're
they're
an
all
asshole.
talking, I'm just
Why do
going
you
to
hate?
take those 2 vials
Wait.
that I have, and I am submerging my head in the Emberwell.
Thank you.
The dust. Are you opening the corks?
No, I'm holding on to the vials without opening them, and go entering the Emberwell.
As you do, you see a swirling vortex of reddish water that is constantly moving. Other than that, nothing happens.
All right, I'll uncork them.
The dust seeps around in the area, and you get a brief vision of a face, a bark-covered face with long flowing hair, and she says, "You have corrupted it, but it still has its uses. Bring me a full tear, and you will have your boon." The vision fades. You're just seeing swirling water.
I'm gonna just kind of crush the vials in my hand. Very, very frustrated. That is not what Opal wanted to hear.
And you get the sense it does neither what the
Soaking
Green Mother
wet.
wanted either.
And I'm gonna walk off towards. I don't know where I'm walking. I'm guessing I'm gonna roll a D8. See where I go. All right, I'm gonna head east
All right.
from the
Back out
Emberwell.
of town. You sort of storm off, frustrated. The rest of you, and like looks at you, this is awkward. And Adelia looks at you all. Well, you've had your bath. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, thanks. Nice meeting you, by the way.
Likewise, she wanders off back towards the temple.
Allegra, do you have anything of Desna's we can potentially ask her in the divination?
I have an amulet of hers. Well, it is of mine, but it is of hers, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I-
He holds his
I
hand
think-
out. It will
You'll tell me
get
how that goes.
destroyed in the spell.
Zeke's gonna follow after Opal.
That is a shame.
I think I can talk to Desna, but I don't think I need anything to do it. It just might not go very good.
You're not thinking about trying to banish yourself to the Feywilds, are you?
No, why would I? Desna's not in the Feywild.
Is that not one of the?
No.
Oh, sorry. Look, this god stuff is
Hey,
a
it's
little too beyond me.
accurate.
I mean, I can try it, but if it doesn't go well, you guys are gonna have to like take care of me.
That's fine.
Don't.
Okay. I'm already, well, speaking of taking care of, my bannermen are already taking care of your daughter. I should probably go and check in on them.
Where is that?
Last I heard, they are in the Red Goose Ale House.
Then Nephthys is going to take out the letter specifically for his daughter. It's going to hand it to Allegra. Like, here, if you're going to see her and she's awake, give her this. So I want to give her time to read
Looks
it
at
before
Journey,
I go.
looks at the letter, and are you sure you'd not want to deliver this yourself?
She should have time to process it, and then I'll be over there. But
Very
also,
well.
I'll be out here if you want to tell her.
Takes the letter. If she is in the state to read it, I will give it to her.
Thank you.
Nods. And good luck with the rest of your things. At this point,
Still
as he
can't-
wanders off, a member of the garrison, one of the kind of guards around the town, kind of wanders up. Excuse me. I saw you talking to Opal, and you're Marana, right?
No,
Oh. Maybe I was mistaken.
are you looking for this person?
No concern of yours. It's official business with the garrison and Durana and messages and all
I'm
that.
Marana.
But no, Make a deception check.
He looks at Murata as he says it.
Ah, very good. I have been looking for you and your group, although I thought you were a drow. No consent. Descriptions get muddled all the time. Anyways,
Yeah, red skin, purple skin, that's the difference.
Marana,
That's right.
That's me.
you were the member of the original group who was working with the Rana to rid the land of its terrible necromancers.
Sure was.
Yes. So Dorana has some news for you. She told us to keep an eye out, all of us garrison guards, if we saw any sight of any of your group. Saw you with your cat friend there, was going to approach, but seemed like you were having a discussion, so I waited a moment. But Dorana is on the lookout for your return. So, whenever you're ready, head over to the garrison and give her a word. She would very much appreciate it to get more information to you and from you about the threat to Emberwell.
Appreciate your information.
Of course. And looks over towards Opal walking off in the distance, or like, still soaking wet. I'll just leave that to the religious folk of the community. We're not really supposed to bathe in the Emberwell itself, but
Hey,
the
soldier.
Springwalker was here, so
What's that on
sure
your
it's
shirt?
fine. He looks down.
Gets his nose. Classic prank.
Okay.
Murata stuff.
You got me. I heard about your tricky side.
That sounds.
All right, please go back to your post.
Okay, I certainly will as he wanders off.
Did you
Thank
just
you for the opportunity.
did you really just
You gotta sell.
is that hand doing weird things to you?
Not currently. It was.
Like back
Wait,
in the
what?
temple?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was an insight check.
Didn't
Deception
Nessus
roll.
literally
I'm-
just say a minute ago that he was fucking around?
Yeah, he was in the temple.
Listen, I can't remember my own name.
True.
Also, I'm like 90% certain that Marana still has to stand trial for something in Emberwell.
I think that was Resta, but yeah.
No,
Oh,
I think
No.
Marana has that's something that Durana needs to hold a trial because Martin told
Yeah,
about
Oh
the
yeah, from
necromancy.
mail fraud.
So now
Oh,
they
no, that's
think that
where we have
Nessus is
vacated.
Marana, or at least the one guard does, which is hilarious.
I also apparently need to. No, that never got reported to authorities. I'm pretty sure. The person who was going to report that is. Never mind.
Theoretically true. Hard to say.
Whatever.
Hard to say if any paperwork was done. But yeah, at any rate, you guys are all standing in the middle of town, just by yourselves. Allegro's gone off, the guard has gone off, and Adelia has gone off, and so has Opal.
Zeke went after Opal before the Desna conversation even started. He said, "Let me know how that goes," and he left. Like he was following after Opal.
All right.
And I'm gonna walk until I reach the cemetery where our adventure kind of started.
Zeke's not trying to like catch up to him. He's just following them or
Yeah.
following her until
Guys
she
heading off.
stops.
What are the rest of you doing in this meantime? It seems like starting to get a little late as time goes on, but for some of you it's quite early. That's just
True.
I just have to chill for like an hour, and then I think I can talk to Desna.
If you want to try that, I suppose. I mean, there's no issue trying to get answers from two places. Compare answers.
Well, something to talk about is that we probably have to do the ritual for Lolo soon. It's only 10 days that we have, but it requires hypothetically you, me, and hopefully somebody else that can offer something to entice her spirit
Oh
back to her body.
shit! That guy got taken away by a flash of ice.
Who?
Yeah.
Aileron.
Kellerin,
Oh,
bossman.
We only have about 8 days left.
Do you
Okay.
know where Ves? Was it? What was her name? Vestra?
What's
The
my
assassin
name?
girl whose
Is
poison
my
doesn't
name
work.
Vestra?
Zestra?
I've got
Zestra,
some
that's
sounds
what I
ready,
said.
and you guys are giving me so many false starts on this one.
Gonna be like that for the rest
Or
of the
maybe
night.
Right.
Malagar.
Would I know like a
You're
spot
not-
where the mercenaries like meet up if something goes wrong?
Kelleran specifically told you where the group went.
Oh,
All of you, as a group.
Did
He
did
did.
he? I thought he said
100%
that
did.
he just sent them away
He told you where he sent them.
to
I'm
Greymouth.
fairly certain.
I can take notes of that.
Any notes? Any notes that are?
I know. I feel like I remember him saying something, but I don't remember what he said.
I think that he said that they were going to. I think that they were going to head north to, get work, possibly with regards to the war. Does that sound right?
Well,
That's
no,
pretty
because he
accurate.
said
That part.
Right. Where is that? It's not? Is it not Deep Spire? It's the other one.
Oh, we'll make it. Oh, we're not here.
Not here.
Make
But
an
this is
intelligence check.
I'm a player trying to remember shit. I can't remember the names of the fucking towns.
was it Starry?
Tear explodes. We all
Star-
arrive at
Star-
a conference
Starreach.
table, and Opal is explaining what she remembers.
Wait, I think it was Starreach.
Starry?
Does that sound right?
Wasn't
may have made that
Starreach.
Can I make an intelligence check to recall some information?
I was gonna let Opal do that, but he's not here.
I'm not there. Yeah, I don't know.
Opal's like the closest to it, so I'm gonna let Opal do it. And like, if Opal succeeds, he could have shared this information with the rest of you, or she could have. Make an
Okay, hold
intelligence
on a
check.
second.
Get a DM.
Oh, okay. There. It's on a bridge. Sorry. I'll make the
Oni
intelligence
Bridge?
check, but that's my brain knowing it. But Opal may not know.
Is that true?
Oni Bridge actually
I
sounds
think
right.
so.
Now that you say that,
Only Bridge is the Elven town. They would have gone there. Maybe.
Yeah, they're dark elves. That kind of makes sense to
Not
me.
all of them are, I don't think. But
No, all of Kelleran's crew is, yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have very much intelligence, so
Say it wasn't. Say it wasn't. Okay, I'll just tell you guys. They headed to the capital of Adinashire to find work directly with the central
with the Conclave.
effort of the war. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, right to the capital, which is quite a ways away. But it's to the north, and it was for the war effort. So good on
is
you.
that where the What's It King is? Whatever his name is.
The River
Swamp
King?
River
Yeah,
King.
the Swamp
The
King.
Swamp King. That guy. Is that what the River King is?
Yes,
Okay, that's what I thought.
Swamp rat.
the swamp rat. Yes, that's him.
and we're saying this was
So-
information was shared with us before Opal left.
This was shared with.
Okay.
This is your law. of you,
Ellerin
so
told
I'm,
you
I'm
that.
saying you all know that.
And
I
as
was just,
Allegro gone,
yeah,
flipped off to bed.
encouraging you guys to take notes or something. But
I take notes. I didn't take that note. I'm sorry. No one else did either.
you're not wrong there. But Kelleran has moved off to go join with his allies in the Red Goose Ale House. So there's a Red Goose Ale House with the allies. There's the Emberwell, who wants a tier for the Green Mother conversation. There is the Delia went back to her thing, and wherever else you might have to go in this town.
The River Guard Armory for
weapons.
Resta and Zekian, or just Zekian. I want to have this pelt made.
Could buy some
Yeah.
gear.
Yeah, let's
But
oh,
he's
well, I
not
guess
there.
Zeke
He's
isn't
up with
there.
Opal. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the armory, and just be like, look,
they
you two, I don't know, I'll knock.
It's 10 p.m.
9 o'clock.
I'll
You know where
fucking
your
break the
children
door
are.
down. I'll be back.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
could
see.
head off.
I can't talk to gods like you people can. All right, all of you seem
You
to
talk
have
to
some.
people.
All right,
Well, I'm gonna be in the ale house then.
look, just don't do anything too dangerous. All right, nothing
Me?
that I can't fucking save you from.
Me.
You died yesterday, just as a reminder.
This is on my
Morana.
brand. What do you mean?
Morana, just don't do
Liliana.
anything that we can't get you back from. That still doesn't sound right. Nothing sounds right.
Don't die. It's very expensive.
As
It
we
costs
have
a lot of money,
learned,
but please, I don't want to deal with more people dying. I'm getting something worked out for that anyway. In fact, hit me with an Eldritch Blast. I'm curious about something.
An Eldritch Blast?
Just try.
Does
What
it
are
have to
these
be like an
words you're
Eldritch
saying to
Blast,
me?
or
Just
can I just hit you with
hit-
anything?
As long as it's something that, I don't have to try, like, hit me with an attack roll.
Nice. I want to try to bite you.
Da.
Ah.
dealing with too much vampire shit.
Ha, ha.
It's a reflex.
I
nose
know.
punch.
Fire.
Oh, fuck. That's way too high.
Wait, I think I'm at disadvantage, right?
Are you?
No, you cured
No,
two
You
two
cured
levels,
two
of it,
levels, so you should be
so
fine.
you're
Cured
at
2
one.
levels? Oh, from a long rest and from a from a long
Uh,
rest and from a
Well, she
restoration.
cured 3 levels total. She cured so one from the long rest, and then she
Greater restoration only cures
rested.
one.
She
Twice.
greater rested twice.
Well, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
she got that now because of first Celestial
And-
Warlock shit.
Theoretically, she could have also taken a 1-hour short rest on our 10-hour flight over to get rid of a final level of exhaustion.
All
Roll
right,
for
so
this attack
Could
roll.
I have done that?
I don't know. I don't think about it
Looks
right
like
now.
Marana's dunking
Uh,
on Resta with.
yeah,
crazy
so-
heat.
so Marana-
27 hits.
you come, yeah, you definitely hit. You for a second feel the smallest amount of like force field try to stop your teeth, but you just fucking rip through that shit and take a good bite out of me. Roll damage. Ooh,
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
You're like, oh, I can do this, and then you
only
realize you
get
can't, so
one
you're like,
tooth.
I'm like trying to
Single
chew.
tooth.
Like
You
I
get
bit down
acid
once, so I'm trying
injected
to like
into your
chew,
neck.
and you move out of the way.
Hey, Jesus Christ, woman! I didn't realize that you had some pent up aggression against me. I'm sorry. Fuck.
I don't. You said attack you.
I didn't think you did. Jesus.
What do
Sorry.
you want me to?
Alright.
I can do it again with less.
No. The shield. Look. Well, I'm trying to.
using
I'm
my
trying to-
brain to stop people from attacking me.
No, let's do it again. I'll do it less this time. It'll.
You're gonna crit your shit and you know it.
All right. Should I actually? I actually couldn't uncanny dodge. I didn't have a reaction, so I will take that full 14. I used my reaction to use the shield.
Why are we
Bro.
doing this?
I just want to see if I can get it to fucking work. Roll a hit.
You gonna go again? Okay, 19.
This time it blocks it.
That's how you like chew. You go a little softer, and you start chewing on like the outside of the force. Like, oh, it's got me, Resta. Oh, well. Where's the noise?
Honk.
The noise? Honk. Rip.
Honk.
Oh my god, did someone say the name? I
I
don't
did.
think anyone actually said the name in game.
I said it, and you blotted me out before.
Yeah, but that's because there was a hero point at stake. Now I know that there's not. No, sir.
All right.
Unless I can roll that D100, in which case I'll go crazy on this thing. But I don't think it's gonna be the case. I don't believe you. I don't trust you anymore.
DM trust loss.
I was just trying to figure out if, like, I'm working out some stuff for powers, and then holy shit.
Oh.
Potentially, it can use to help other people.
Oh,
Just figured
I
it'd be
can-
easiest to test it on
wait.
me.
I can test this on you since I just bit you like that. Sorry.
What are you doing?
A fireball.
Yeah, fireball. So I'll use my
Christmas save is bad.
light, and I will heal you for just one.
You feel better.
Oh,
Here's a
thank
band-aid.
you.
Don't you feel better?
Yeah. Feel a lot better.
Good work, Marana. You're getting it. Takes a little bit of time,
That's
but you'll get
yeah.
it from there.
Listen, I've got 45. I've been carrying 45 pounds of bay here leather for a while. I'm gonna go to the armory and see if they're open, and if not, I'll offer like money or something. All right.
So you wander
Good
off
luck
to
with-
the River Guard
Yeah.
Armory?
I just kind of wave goodbye, and it's like, good luck with your speaking to God shit.
So, as you wander off over towards the armory, you head up to the door of this rather it's a two-story building, kind of like grayish bricks. And you've been here before? Have you been here before?
We
I don't
You went
remember.
to the, you went to the
if it was
fight,
the-
you went to Face Layer Weaponry for sure.
yeah, that was where the orc guy was, who's married to the Townsend Tavern lady.
Who the fuck runs this place? Let me go look through all my fucking NPCs.
I don't remember if we did anything with the river.
I don't think you did. Important
Is it a
No,
NPCs.
we went to face layers. That was it. We didn't go to the armory.
Armory. Aha! Yes. So you knock on the door, and from around the corner, you hear a voice. Looking for new weaponry, are you?
Oh, actually, I have a weird request, and I pull out this like kind of almost wet sack of.
You do. And like this is coming from the building, coming from around the building, and you like look to see familiar face. You see the face of Barnabas, your old mentor.
Oh,
His arms crossed.
hey. Oh, she stiffens up. Oh, hey. What are you doing here?
Well, you
How
just
did you
been
know I was
keeping
here?
an eye on you, you know, making sure you're doing everything according to the code.
I do know where the guy kind of is.
Fantastic. Shall we go somewhere a little more private to talk, or you want to do it out here in the open?
Let's go somewhere private.
Hey,
And she is
that's a good idea.
kind of flush.
And he nods, and he like walks back to this back alley, like kind of right behind the Riverguard Armory. Kind of like there's an old abandoned house here, and he kind of enters into it with relative ease. And he, like, all right, come on.
Sorry.
Enters in. Enter into the very unassuming building. Run down, looks like it's hasn't seen use in quite some time as he sits down onto the ground there and just kind of legs crossed and just puts his hands together. So, have a seat.
Is there a chair, or do I
No,
just sit
just
on
the
the
floor.
floor? I
He's sitting
sit
on the floor.
crisscross.
Yeah.
I sit crisscross.
He looks at you. Got your letter.
Yeah. Thoughts on it?
Yeah. Less thoughts on that than what I've seen from watching you. Saw you in South Scar.
Aye.
Saw you in other places. Speaking of which, I'm gonna keep the coin he gave me, but not important.
That's what it was there for, I think.
Hey, sure. So, you're having doubts, are you? Is that the case? Is that what I inferred from the letter properly?
I just don't. I don't really know if I can really do the killing business anymore.
He stands up with unnatural quickness and just already behind you, and he just kind of grabs your arm or grab your shoulders and just kind of like very fatherly puts his hand on your shoulders and just look, Resta. There's a lot at stake here. I know it's just another job in this particular purview, but this job's important. That's why I gave it to you.
The job will get done. I was hoping to.
And there's plenty more jobs that are just as important after that. We need you there, Resta.
I don't know if there's exactly a lot more jobs that are more important than this one currently.
Oh, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of fellas out there that need a little less life. A lot less.
I
And
suppose.
I mean, we're so close now, Resta. We're so very close. Our
To
program, well, our program, the one you've been such a shining star in, has proven that my way of leadership works. It's proven that my will is stronger than some others within the hand.
well, that's good news. I know I've come decently far. I have I'll
You've come far, eh?
I'll toss a dagger, like an actual dagger, at the wall, and then I'll pull it back with my mind.
Look, I don't remember teaching you that, but hey, fair your own tricks, very helpful. So, that's all well and good, but I'm really concerned. I don't want to come off as unconcerned. Your connections here are these folks you travel with. This isn't another situation like that boy, is it? This is something different, right?
No,
This is just you working the angles, right?
I mean, they're they they are special in a way. If I can't do the job without them.
Hmm.
It won't be possible. I can't fight this thing on my own.
Sure. Useful assets to achieve a goal, but you've always worked alone before. What's different now? Why can't you on your own? He starts gonna scratch his neck, but then he quickly composes himself and
well, for one, I mean, recently we killed the dragon together.
great.
That was one of the things that. So, and I pull out the list of like the water lords, and and I point to him. It's like, so we've taken care of 3 of these guys. He's one of them, so I'm going to be with him at some point, and he's clearly doing some nasty shit. So I'll be taking care of him. I won't be able to, in good conscience, bring him back to the wife, but he could come back there alive. That was fine, right?
Hey, not too much of an issue. What is an issue, however, you've killed 3 people, none of them being your contract, and time is
He's-
ticking.
He's
So
surprisingly
where's your
hard to track down.
focus? Hey, that's why we hired you. That's why you have the job. You're supposed to be good at that, aren't you?
I am quite good at it.
You are. You are. You're not wrong about that. And just remember, and he puts his hand on your shoulder. Again, just kind of tightening the grip. You can't come home until the job is done. And I know you're having second thoughts about the guild entirely. But just know, those who walk away from the hand, they don't walk away unscathed.
Yeah,
You know that.
I do.
Whether you're aware of it or not, you've been dispatched on missions to deal with those who walk away.
Yeah. I'll find him. It won't take that much longer. I'm
not.
close to I'm close to their leader. I am this close to he's just going to be another one on the list. He'll be taken care of, I promise.
Looks at you and just kind of narrows his eyes. And you feel that piercing look that you've experienced from youth. Good. Don't let these other ones that are traveling with you weigh you down. You're better than them, Resta. And brr, that name's blanked out again.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was my cue. Hold on. I got you. There you go. A little late.
And he looks at you. You'll always be more important than the assets that you utilize. That's all these individuals are. Remember that. They're tools to be used to complete the job. That is all. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right. The job will be done.
Absolutely. And then, when you're done, you can take a little bit of time off. Get your mind away from the work and stop thinking about all these silly thoughts about retiring and all the other nonsense. Hey,
Aye.
good. Glad we could have the chance to have this conversation. It's great to see you, my dear girl. Now, get back to work, and if you need me, you can always send a letter. But make
Right.
sure the contents are appropriate.
Of course. Yeah.
Pats you on the shoulder,
Hmm.
pats you on the cheek. Right, well, good hunting. And as you're about to turn around to say something else, he's already gone.
I'll just kind of wait patiently. Count to like 100 Mississippi or something. I need to get that armor. I'll go back over to the armory.
Batman your ass.
As you knock on the door, a little bit of time passes, and eventually a half-elven woman kind of appears at the door and just, what? What do you want?
Oh, hi. Hi.
Hi.
I've got some material here and money as well.
Hope it's a lot.
And I drop the sack of flesh. So that was a bay here.
It's
You know what that
bleeding
is?
now. Don't care, but I know it's a big sack of blood that is pooling on the ground here. You didn't tan it before you brought it in?
Look, I tried. There's not. I didn't. I don't have a lot to work. I tried
Not
to
really a
drain most of the
hunter,
blood
are you?
of sorts.
He looks at it. Well, I know a guy. He can tan it and do all sorts of stuff with it, but I can't work with this material as it is. But I can get it taken care of for you. What are you trying to get made out of this stinking sack of hide?
So okay, I know it's like leather and stuff. Could you make like something akin to like plate armor or something?
Like full plate armor,
Yeah,
like the
I
stuff
don't
that
know.
protects the knights and the paladins and all that.
Yeah, and also make sure it accommodates for like horns. It's for a satyr.
She like opens the bag and taps on it. It's pretty hard stuff. It might be able to be done. It's going to be as heavy because it's going to require some reinforcements.
Aye. And then could you also? He should be fine. He's strong. He's a buff satyr. Could you also do like a custom lantern shield?
Like a
I want a lantern shield that has the blade like taken out and there's like a hollow bit.
so no gauntlet, no blade.
Gauntlet
Or
maybe,
gauntlet
but no
and then like a slot for the blade.
slot for the blade. Yeah, I can maybe give you an example. And projecting from the bottom of my arm is now something more akin to like a saber or a longsword.
So it's like interesting. I am familiar with the lantern shield design. It's a little bit niche, but I think we can make it work. A lot of work to be done. You got a fair bit of time, right, for all this custom work.
If I fucking hope so.
Ah, great. Well, let's see. For the set, you're providing the materials. I could probably make the set work. Look, it's going to require a lot of custom work. It's going to require a lot of other craftsmen coming in on this own. I could do it for about 1,000 gold.
So I do have something interesting, and I pull out Ferrano's musket.
What's that broken piece of pipe?
I can fix it. I haven't had time, but I can fix it. This thing is well, you could call it a boomstick.
Ah,
You point it
looks
at
like it's
something,
already done
and
its boom.
I can fix it. It's a little. I'll probably be working through the night for a little while, but it's one of a kind. There's not any others like it in the world. I still got bullets for it, and I can tell you how to make the bullets. And the powder. I also still have some powder on me too.
So you're wanting to trade this for a little bit of a discount?
It is an extremely valuable piece.
She looks it over
Oh,
and analyzes it. Condition condition. If you could repair it, I'd give you, and this is generous, mind you, 500 gold off the offer.
500 gold in like total.
Assuming you repair, eh?
Alright.
And tell you what, I'll throw you 50 gold more for the knowledge of how the bullets are made, the exact specifications, etc., etc.
That should probably work out. Yeah, I can do that. I'll have it fixed, and if you could start as soon as possible, so that way, you know.
I can start. Just leave the
What are you
hide
thinking, like
here
3 days, 4 days?
for the full set. To be honest, I got a lot of orders otherwise. But if you're looking for just the full set of armor, I can get it done within the week. If you want to pay for expedited work, I could probably do that for an extra 300 gold.
So back up to 800 then.
Aye, but I'd be able to get to you in maybe 4 days if you paid for the expediency. I just got a lot of other work to do. Can't dedicate all my time to this unless there's a real incentive.
So I'll fix my gun tonight, and I'll leave the materials here. I'll fix the gun. I got to talk with the rest of the folk, and we have the money available. I'm almost certain of it.
Great. I'll begin work in the morning. I'll hold on to the material and have my friend look at it in the morning.
All right. That sounds great.
Alright.
Aye.
Have a good night and stay safe out there. It's dangerous times.
Yeah, I'd say so.
She heads back in, just dragging the huge sack in with her. Shuts the door, leaving a blood trail behind. The rest of you, what are you doing real quick? As we're kind of getting towards our cutoff time.
I'm just kind of gripping on the iron gates of the cemetery, just facing into the cemetery.
With enough noise, eventually you do draw the attention of the graveyard keeper.
Oh, I wasn't trying to make any noise. I was
Oh, you were making noise?
I was just holding the bars, just kind of.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gaze
seething
inside.
seething a little bit.
Zekian catches up with you. And
He's just watching. Zeke's not going to approach Opal. This seems like a pretty vulnerable point, so he's going to wait. But he's going to stand like in the middle of the road that when Opal turns to go back or whatever, she will very clearly see him.
I will very clearly not.
Whatever. In fact, Opal probably
Fine,
knows
is
that he's
she?
there. I don't
How
know how
close
far
to you?
your tremor sense, whatever. He's probably standing like 30 feet behind you.
Nope, don't know where you are.
Okay, fine. Well, then you will know when you eventually get close enough. But he's going to wait quietly. You're really easy to stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm very hard to sneak up on, isn't I? I am just gonna sit there for a bit, and I'm going to try to internally reflect on. Can I like in my memory, insight check the way the Green Mother reacted to the dust? Like just trying to.
At a disadvantage and a heavy penalty to like the DC, yeah. because it is your memory and not in the moment.
Right. Just
So disadvantage. The DC is quite high, so we'll see how it goes.
this is insight there. Nope.
Hard to tell. Thinking back to it, and it could mean a lot of things. But the one thing you know is she wants a full tier brought to her.
Yeah.
But she promises a reward for it. No worries, Maddie boy.
Yeah, that's and then I'm just gonna kind of meditate and reflect for a bit on what our next my next step is going to be, and whether that's whether the party is going to be doing this together, what else is going on. And I think eventually I remember that Allegro's party has a medallion that will allow them to transport to was it Adena Shire? What was the capital? Yeah, Adena Shire. And because I know that we need more help, because that vampire fucked us, or would have fucked us up, with any level of assistance, and so I'm thinking that maybe we try to go to Adena Shire if the medallion can transport more people, and see if we can get more aid.
You're just thinking that to yourself?
Yeah, I'm thinking that to myself, and then once I settle on that idea, I'm gonna get up and head back to try to find somebody to bring me to where Allegro is, and maybe a place to sleep.
There you run into Zeke, who's miming at you, but you can't see it.
Hey, Zeke, do you know where everybody went? Give me a thumbs up if you. Oh, okay. Well, do you remember where Allegro went? All right. Well, we're gonna go on a little bit of a hunt then. My first guess would be the Inn for the Night. No, not the Inn for the Night. That's not here.
real.
The Town's End. That's the one. The 3-barrel one. Town's End Tavern. Yeah.
So you sort of head there, and while you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing? Which is the rest of the group who's all together, which is Allegro. No, not Allegro. Sorry, because Allegro's already moved off. Nessus, Marana, and Nessus and Marana, and Nessus and Marana. Just you two.
Morana's been in the Red Goose Ale House, just taking a short rest.
Nessus go with them?
I don't know.
What's Nessus do?
Nefsis, watching everyone walk away, is fucking just frustrated, but he's going to lay out his incense near the Emberwell. And he's going to mutter to himself annoyances. Just fucking walk away. There's a way to talk to a god, but who gives a fuck? I guess I'll just do it by myself. Fucking go have your tantrum. Go get your armor. It's so annoying. Ask a god for help, but I guess no one gives a shit about that.
You just keep muttering to yourself for 24 hours?
No, he's planting his incense, and then he's going to lay any symbol of, I think it's Sarenrae, but I think I'm always getting this messed up. It's Sarenrae or the other one.
Sarenrae is the deity of your wife.
Right. Okay, it's not Sarenrae then. It's the other one in the orgy.
Shaylin?
Shaylin. Yes, Shaylin was the goddess that we raided the Temple of.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is going to do a divination.
Not very loud. And you could meet your old, you probably want to talk for that encounter, but you could go and talk to your old quote-unquote caretaker is not the right word. He's the caretaker of the entire grove, but also the creatures that live there, which includes you. So yeah, that'd probably be a conversation for when you can say words.
Oh, and he's also muttering to himself I gotta give him 25 more gold or whatever incense, and that means I have to spend I guess to get 125 gold worth from this place.
Haggling with your god. Yeah. You put the incense forward, and a sacrificial offering appropriate religion, which I imagine is the talisman.
Yeah.
Together worth at least 25 gold. So you consume that, and the spell whoosh, flares off. Your vision fades, and you're once again. Well, now you're kind of in a dark void. The burning angel reemerges this time, accompanied by a beautiful robed woman. You have long flowing hair. The both of them float there. And they ask in unison, "What are your questions?"
Will we suffer more than we gain by giving the Green Mother a tear of the eldest?
Within 7 days.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. He just ends the spell, collects anything that he has, and walks towards the Red Goose Ale House.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that we miss Nefsus then. Because that would have been, how long is that, 10 minutes?
It's an action.
Oh, yeah, we
So you
definitely.
probably be.
And it would
Yeah,
have been
Nef's
after
probably
everybody like walked away from him. He's not just standing there for like an hour.
So Nefsus, I don't know. I can move you. I can't move you guys. Well, whatever.
Because you're green again.
I am. Oh,
No,
I'm
you're
not green again.
Just
You tricked me.
your emblem was green on the map.
It was. It was like moving green. Like it was weird. But as you enter into the inn, you see Allegro's kind of there, kind of
Well-
taking a drink at the bar.
Sorry.
some
Before he
cheese.
does, I think he takes a moment before walking across the threshold and reads the letter that Samir's gave him.
Ah. The letter reads as follows. I'm sorry I could not give this in person, but I promised you goodbye. So. Goodbye, Marana, whose hopeful optimism and assurance that she could cure whatever ailed me was a beacon of hope, but unfortunately not one that was convincing enough, I'm afraid. I know a little bit of vampirism myself, and I know a little bit about the clerical ways. There's not really a cure. Goodbye, Zekian, though I knew you very short amount of time. I like to think that, given the circumstances being different, we would have grown to tolerate each other. Your knack for chaos and other unlawfulness was quite repulsive at first, but you seem to do it for a good cause. And I think, had there been enough time, we would have learned to really see past our differences and understand that we were both on the same side. Guide my father towards a less rigid path. Opal. The wisest, in some ways, amongst the group. A monk of an unknown order. Technically, I think she is the wisest. But, I see a lot of myself in you, especially in my youth. Your knowledge and your training has led you to believe you have a solid grasp of the tactics and world around you, enough so that you could conquer any challenge. The world's a very different place than it is on paper. Wisdom comes with experience, and though I have not had very much. That is one thing my father has had an amplitude of. If you talk with him, perhaps his age, his advanced age, could impart some of that knowledge. However, you've been very perceptive and very helpful in your regard for this group. In fact, I don't believe they would have made it as far without you. With that, it goes over to Resta. You're a killer for hire. What I've gathered. Well, it's not necessarily something I or my god agrees with. But from the time I've known you, either you're very deceptive, or you've had somewhat of a change at heart. You seem to genuinely want to do the right thing. And the letter you sent, the one you discussed with the group, I hope you commit to the words you wrote. I hope that you get away from the life that has shackled you for so long. You are so much more than just a killer. You could be so much more. And while I hope you show up to your court date, I do hope that the courts go lenient on you when they hear of your contributions to the well-being of Greymouth and of the area around Emberwell. Finally, Father, I know we've had our differences. I know that I've always held my frustrations for your actions that led to the death of our mother, but knowing the world as it is, knowing Ambadar's justice, I know that's not fully fair. It is not solely your fault. Your actions, while they were reckless and did not consider those within your lives that could be at risk, they were ones you took because you had not known better yet. I hope you know better now. Make sure not to repeat the mistakes of the past. Make sure your emotions are well under control, and make sure that no matter what circumstances come, you do not lose focus on what is important. That is not only your daughters, that is not only your goal to restore our mother, but understand that law, order, justice, and the greater good are sometimes worth sacrificing what is most precious to you to ensure they stay intact. I love you. Goodbye. Samiris.
Before he goes in, Nessus is going to cut his section off, roll it up, take off his neck his Bloodwell vial, open it up, and put his part in there. He's gonna bottle it up, kiss it, and put it back on his neck.
You enter the tavern, and as you do, you see gathered around the table, or gathered on the bar, are three Marani's sitting there, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So you see Marana, Allegro, and a third figure, which you do not recognize. It is that of a goblin. However, his skin is tinged blue, and his eyes are almost reptilian in nature. It seems like there's some scales growing on in certain parts of his skin. He's wearing a long, flowing blue robe, kind of hunched over, grabbing a staff, and they are all gathering for a drink. As they look over to you and kind of beckon you over, that is roll call tonight's session. Just because it is at 1:05. I don't want to go on too late because I know Matt has to go. So, and also, there's a good enough ending point as any.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Nefsus smiles and he walks over to him.
And with that, we'll pick up there next week. And as he smiled, he did. Good session there. There's still a lot to get through with what I have this session. So probably deal with a lot of that next week. But in general, before
With
we all kind of oh, good.
Keep going. No, I was gonna say most of it was cut off because we were all laughing too hard.
It was funny. There was a lot of funny moments in there that were very funny, which is always great. I love that shit. That being
No,
said,
it's great.
it was very great. No, do not be concerned. That is like there were a few people that were like sparked some really hilarious moments, which is great. Yeah. That being said, there is the thing which I want to put forward. I don't want to like wrap up anyone in a time commitment that